We're going to tab over to this screen. I'm going to turn some music on for you guys, and we are going to get started. Our heroes have traveled and continue to travel the frozen north to find... Hey, my music works this week. Hooray.
Woo.
It does?
Yeah.
It will be in just a second. To find the giants that are coming back into the world, as well as to deal with the fact that spring should have come weeks ago, and it hasn't. They originally gathered for a moot of the various races of the north, and as champions of that moot, they set out to solve the world's ills. Given 3 distinct choices of where they need to go first, they opted to head up to the Icewind Dale and Bryn Shander. On their way, they found a great deal of lost, forgotten, capital F that is, technology, including a great river beast that guarded the entrance to a facility, an engine facility, they called it. And from there, they managed to shut down some of the malignant technology. They managed to realign some other things that are needed to help preserve the way of life of the North, and picked up some supplies. Exiting the Forgotten facility, they started on the road once more back to the Icewind Dale, where they found a large group of humans in covered wagons coming down from the Dale, because apparently the weather is even worse all the way up there, and they need a place to get food and raise their families, and it's just not safe up there anymore. The party helped them. Keelio went out hunting. Dawn provided some medical services, and now we rejoined the group, escorting the humans back the way they came, a ways, before the road was split, taking the humans south and west, and the champions north and east. Some time has passed since Dawn delivered the baby, and Keelio went out hunting, but I would say no more than a long rest worth, so if you guys want to take a long rest, you can. And before we jump in proper, the last time we played, our illustrious elven wizard Irithyr Galastasia was not with us, and I promised on camera that I would give Irithyr time to take some supplies from the Forgotten Storehouse that the others got to last week, simply because he wasn't here. So, do you have that list, Irithyr?
I mean... shit. I mean, I know what I want.
Okay, let's talk. What do you got?
Yeah. So... I did end up wanting to pick up some scrolls.
Okay, what scrolls did you want? There weren't a lot of scrolls in there, because the Forgotten use their assistants for that, mostly.
Yeah.
But there were some.
I believe it was... shit, sorry.
No, you're fine. While you're thinking, the weather is picking up, so I might lose power. Hopefully I don't, and if I do, I'll be back as soon as I can, but it's always a risk when the weather turns. So just throwing that out for you guys. Go ahead.
I believe it was just clairvoyance and locate object.
Clairvoyance, yes. Locate object, no.
Alright.
Locate object would be built into the scouts.
Yeah. And also spell components for clairvoyance and some other spells I've got.
Okay.
Mainly for identify.
Yes, because I house rule that the pearls used in identify and the agates used in examination are consumed on use, because I always thought that made more sense. So yeah, you can grab some pearls and some agates. What does clairvoyance require specifically? I don't know off my head.
A focus worth at least 100 GP, either a jeweled horn for hearing or a glass eye for seeing.
Phew. That's interesting. I think you could find equivalent items. I don't think there was like a bin of glass eyes in the storehouse. It doesn't make sense. It's not common enough for the Firstborn to need something like that because they're carved out of stone. But I think they have like things they can use to modify that spell. Nightfall, stop hacking with your mic open, please. Nightfall. Thank you. Nightfall.
I
didn't actually hear that one.
It's fine.
Am I okay?
No, every time you touch your mic, it comes through.
I'm not doing anything.
Were you rubbing your face?
No, it sounds like it's just a little bit of, like, feedback in the background.
Fair enough. Anyway. But they probably, like, have managed to manipulate the arcane energies to, like, turn, like, semi-precious gemstones to function as the glass eyes, so you can get, like, some quartz crystals that'll work. The jeweled horn, you could probably get. I don't think either of those are consumed by the spell, unless I'm mistaken.
No.
So you could just grab a couple of those if you need to.
There was one other scroll, Arcane Eye.
I was going to roll for that one, and I forgot to do it, so I'm going to do that really quick. Because that one, like, it's a cool ability, but they also have the scout. According to the dice, no, they don't have it. But you have scout, which functions in a similar capacity.
Uh-huh.
But clairvoyance, absolutely. Did you want anything else from the storeroom? Also, how many pearls and agates are you taking?
Pearls and agates?
Yeah, pearls for identify and agates for examine if you want them.
I don't have
about them.
examine. So
The scout does.
Yeah, Scout does.
yeah. I guess yeah.
Side note: anyone else think it would make sense for the divination wizard to have Z's examination?
Agreed.
I don't know. Not with how isolated the snow elves are.
I mean,
That's
yes, but like you wouldn't have Z's examination, but you could have like an equivalent spell. That's what I did with Scout.
Uh-huh.
Like the magical energies still exist. Like, I mean, for fuck's sake, how many people have invented a hovercraft? Right? Like.
Uh-huh.
Also, Nightfall, make sure you're rolling as Keelio.
I was thinking of like 3 of each.
Okay. Totally. Okay, so now we if that's all that you wanted.
I believe so.
Okay. We fade in from our credit sequence to like the big human wagon train moving through the cold. I'm trying to find a good. Here we go. This will work. Moving through the cold, like, tundra plains. It's dark. It's been dark for several sleeps at this point. Spring should be here, and it's not. It's like midwinter. The snow is coming down, and the party is interspersed throughout this human caravan as you guys travel together. I have set aside specific time for you guys to have conversations or any scenes that you guys want to do. So, now that you have a moment of relative peace, is there any conversations, any, like, scenes amongst yourselves that you guys would like to have?
I did want to go and talk with Runyak a bit.
Okay. So maybe we start with, like, Keelio, like coming back from scouting the road ahead. We see you, like, giving information to Jonah, and then, like, you fall back to where Irithir is riding on Trevar.
Actually, I think I have a different way of going about doing that, if you'll let me.
Sure.
I'm gonna go up towards the front of the caravan, go forwards quite a bit, and I'm gonna use one of the abilities we reworked in between sessions.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a first level spell slot to use Primeval Awareness.
This is a house ruled variant of Primeval Awareness because Primeval Awareness kind of sucks. Have you input the new Primeval Awareness on your sheet?
I have, and there you go.
Thank you. Beginning at 3rd level, you can use your action to expend 1 ranger spell slot to focus your awareness on the region around you. For 1 minute per level of the spell slot you expend, you can sense whether the following types of creatures are present within 1 mile of you, or within 6 miles if you're in your favorite terrain. No, this is the old version, Nightfall.
No, I've modified it. You said, because when I'm outside of my favorite terrain, it functions as like the original spell thing. That's what we said.
So that would be so then it would be if not in your favorite terrain, friend.
No, because within my favorite terrain, it gives me directional. That's why it's still 6 miles.
Okay, so it's a little bit confusing because we modified the ability, and I've put this in weirdly, but it's fine. So you can look for aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead, as well as your favorite enemy types. When outside of your favorite terrain, you don't know their location or numbers. When you are in your favorite terrain, you know their direction, as well as any aspects affecting the instances of these individuals. You also get advantage on knowledge rolls for your quarry if it's your favorite enemy. So basically, I just made it stronger. I tied it into favorite enemy. I tied it into some knowledge checks that I like to do as regulars to Decisive Action will tell you, and I made it better. The base Primeval Awareness doesn't tell you the direction or number, it just tells you if they're there at all, just a binary yes, no, and it's actually worse in favored terrain. So, not great. But yeah, so which of those creature types are you looking for? Nightfall.
Sorry, in the original ability, it's all of them.
Right.
Is it all of them now or after?
No.
Okay, so what is the...
You choose what you're looking for.
I choose what I'm looking for. Okay, giants.
You're in your favorite terrain because you leveled up and got a new favorite terrain.
Yes, I got Arctic and mountains, which is basically the north.
Technically, where you are is not Arctic, usually. Technically, where you are right now would be plains.
Okay.
I'm not going to hold that against you, though, because Auril is changing the landscape.
Okay.
But just bear in mind, if you beat the Frost Maiden, that might not apply as often. Just throwing that out. Giants within 6 miles of you... I'm going to make a roll. I'm going to bring up the map of the north so that everybody can see, and I'm going to make a roll.
6 miles is not a lot on this map.
No, it is not. So you guys
Where are we again?
Basically here, under northern means.
We are much further than that, Bard.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're on that side of the river.
We're on...
My bad, my bad. You are correct. I was looking at this river. It's been a day. Yeah, you guys are about there. Yeah, you guys are right. So 6 miles would be... that far, which is considerable. Like... that's a decent radius.
It really is.
It really is.
It's not great, but it's decent.
It's great for we're setting camp, and besides, they can't move 60 miles an hour. They're not in cars.
No.
Right. While you're doing that roll, you mind if I describe what it looks like?
Sure. No, by all means. I was gonna give you the information first, but sure.
Okay, go ahead.
There are giants near you.
What direction?
You're following the road kind of northwesterly. They are northwest of you. So they're closer to the... So you're going this direction, right?
Yes, but northwest doesn't change depending on what direction you go. It's either...
Well, yes, no, because it does, because this is more northwest than this. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yes, you're going northwest. You're right, it doesn't change, but if you're here, traveling this way, right?
It's closer to north than our current
This is still northwest of that starting position, Nightfall.
So it's further north.
No, it's further northwest.
Than our current
It
path.
is further northwest.
That's not how northwest works.
Yes, it is, Nightfall. Look at your point of origin, right? Your point of origin is right here. Right?
Mm-hmm.
What is this direction? That is northwest,
Okay.
right?
Hang on. Yes,
that is northwest,
but
right? From your
Yes.
point of origin, what is this? Is this also northwest?
It is, but it's
Then
not
shut up.
more northwest than the other point is. That's what I'm saying. You can't
Okay,
can't say more northwest.
Okay, I misspoke there. It's still northwest of your position.
Okay, just like not on the road.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. It's closer to the mountains.
Okay.
Jeez, dude.
Okay, that's fine.
Let's see. As far as you know their direction as well as any aspects affecting their instances. They are laden.
Ooh. Okay, so they're carrying something.
And there are 6 of them.
Okay. I don't know what. I actually, if it's sustained for a minute, I can see which direction they're moving.
Yeah, they're moving along the mountains.
Okay. Okay.
Even laden, they're faster than you.
Yeah.
The humans are not going very
Especially,
fast.
especially with this caravan of people.
Yes.
Could Kilio make any kind of guess of what they could be carrying?
Yes. It's gonna be an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
And there's a reason for that. Intuiting out a problem is wisdom, recalling information is int.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have a conjecture if you want to hear it before you roll.
What you got?
There might be, if I remember right, some giants came along and got the bodies that are the ones we killed.
Hmm.
Maybe it's that.
Maybe. Was that the response to the roll bard?
No, I'm saying it's a decent conjecture. The response to the roll, first of all, good roll,
Yeah.
is... Yeah, that's a decent conjecture. They gathered the bodies of the slain by the river. You know they were in the area, and you know there was more than 2, which is all Arl could tell you. Or not Arl, Areth could tell you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But... you do not know for sure, and you do not know if that's all they're carrying.
Gotcha. Okay. And I think, I'm gonna describe the way Primeval Awareness looks.
By all means.
So I think when she moves a little further past the caravan, she has, I think, Orith clear out a patch of snow so she can stand on the ground without sinking.
Mm-hmm.
And because I feel like because she's in one of her favorite terrains, it looks a little different than it would outside the favorite terrain. So instead of her pulling from her own energy, I feel like she gathers a bit of green energy in her palm, but also a bit of the aurora comes down to meet her palm.
Nice.
And she kneels and places it against the ground and concentrates.
Can I make a suggestion?
Go ahead.
We see the constellation of Jara make lines in and of itself, and then that starlight gives the energy.
Yes. each shining through the clouds, maybe?
Yeah.
Awesome. And when she places her palm against the ground, it's like there's nothing for a moment, and then this pulse of green energy like bursts out around her and travels before fading.
Yes.
And when she gets the ping of the giants, a bit of blue energy to match the green comes back to her.
You get the like sonar ping, like coming back.
Yes.
Like you don't see giants per se. You just see ping. And then we see Keelio like look over there, and then we see all 3 wolves like look in that direction.
Yes.
Totally. And maybe Keelio like holds that for a second, and then like the clatter of the wagons makes her like jump back on the wolf and get out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally. Okay.
And so I think like when she goes to the person in the lead,
It'll be Jonah, the young boy. I say young boy, like 17.
Yeah, he's like slightly younger than Kilio.
Yes.
I don't think it's right to like not inform them that there's the potential of danger ahead.
Right.
So I think like I am so sorry, my phone just dinged. I don't know if you heard that.
I did not.
Okay, good. She like pulls Orith beside the cart.
Jonah's not on the cart. That's why you get to Jonah first. Jonah's one of the scouts. He's got his own horse. Yeah. Same type of horse as Trevar, but not as big.
Yeah. I've scouted the area for some of the danger. I'm not sure how many miles away they are, but there's frost giants along the mountain range in that direction. She points.
Jonah looks in that direction, and all of the humans know better than to question you at this point. Like, after the shit that you did, like...
Don't ask how, bitch.
Like,
Don't ask.
Like,
The how isn't important. The fact is we know it.
He looks back at you, and the look on his face is... You have proven that you can do this shit, but also, pardon fuck? Like...
I think she, like, furthers what she's saying by saying... They're moving that way. She moves her hand across the landscape laterally.
Mm-hmm.
But they aren't coming towards us.
But the road to the 10 Trail and Fireshear will reach the mountains before the crossroads.
We will deal with them. We have before.
You say we will deal with them, and his pardon fuck look becomes more overt.
Nightfall, he's saying that they're gonna reach a different point before they encounter them.
No, he's saying no.
What?
He's saying we're gonna hit the 10 Trail and go south to Fireshear, but we're gonna hit the mountains first. You said they're in the mountains. Oh fuck.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was said kind of funny. Might have just been me.
If we have to move ahead and handle them before you get there, we will.
I think all he can say is, alright.
Everything is fine. .jpg.
This is fine.
Very well, Wolfwalker. And like looks over his shoulder, and you can tell he's like, I really don't want to tell my dad. Like, I'll
Dad.
let the elders know.
She nods and like goes to pull her wolf back towards the group. I think she's gonna leave like Mavu and I think Mavu towards the front.
Yeah, like Jonah has stopped flinching when the giant wolves walk past, but his horse hasn't.
she whistles for Maevu.
Yeah.
And Maevu like comes out of the snow like a fucking ghost.
Yep.
And
You go to fall back and like ride back into the column, and as you like turn Aura, Jonah says, "Is it true?
she looks back over her shoulder.
They say you can speak to beasts."
She nods.
He looks down.
I think she pulls back closer to him.
Like shakes his head. Like there's something he wants to say, but he won't say it.
You can say it, or I can ask your horse.
He like blushes a little bit. No, not. I mean, kind of. No, I don't approve of the way my pa deals with the livestock. I've always tried to. Like pats the horse he's riding.
Treat them with the respect they deserve.
He nods. This one. Mine. Dawn.
Nods.
It's a good mare. 3 years old now.
How healthy does this horse look?
I mean, it's a soft folk horse. Like,
Is it healthy for a soft folk horse, or is it gangly?
Is it healthy for a soft folk horse? Yes. It doesn't have the whip scars that every other horse in this caravan has.
Oh.
Ah!
That.
What the fuck?
But it's, yeah, like, it's emaciated, as they all are, a little bit. Not, like, skin and bones, but, like, even the people are sallow. Like...
Yeah, like, more lean than they should be.
Yeah, I mean, they're from Bryn Shander. Like, what do you want? Like...
Yeah.
But... Like, on the whole, quote-unquote, Dawn is afraid of the wolves, but, like... Jonah commands Dawn with a word, whereas his father commands the caravan horse with a shout. Like, that's the main difference. Like, and Jonah's not wearing spurs.
I think there's a brief moment where she kind of stares back towards the horses that are dragging carts.
Mm-hmm.
You have a point.
If you could speak to bees, just... And it looks down again. I wonder if it's enough. Kind of shrugs helplessly.
What is enough?
Like, he gestures at the horse under him.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Oh boy, here we go. I'm not gonna do this for long.
That's fine. It's fine. Like, don't worry about it. Like,
just that green energy again to her palm.
Yeah, like, again, the animals don't know you cast it until you say something. Like...
Dawn. That's your name, yes?
It took every reflex in my body not to respond.
sorry, dude. I don't think the horse answers. I think it just, like, you know it's listening because it, like, turns one of its eyes towards you. It keeps its head down, keeps marching along. But it definitely reacts like, I know that word. immediately upon hearing like a thing that it can understand, you're writing Orith.
Yeah.
Orith
Yes, I am.
says, "Yeah." Orith says, "Monsters to the north."
She nods. The same giants from a moment ago.
Like bobs his head. Tried to tell you, we all did.
Mm.
Jonah says, "Did I upset your dog?"
No, they're more keen to their surroundings than I am.
Just started growling.
No, when I spoke, they understood. And they responded.
Would you mind to do that elsewhere? No doubt you'll upset some of the others.
I was... Dawn, your companion. They're...
Small ear flick.
They're worried about you. They hope what they're doing is enough.
The other ear flicks. Dawn lifts its head. It's like a brown horse, like a brown Clydesdale, but the mane and the fur around its hooves is like cream colored.
Yeah.
So get the jokes of Witcher horse out of your system now, because yeah, kinda.
But we know Witcher horse. It's this one.
Right. But yeah, the horse lifts its head and for the first time lifts its head and turns it slightly towards the wind, but in so doing one of its eyes falls on Jonah, and it just says, "He tries."
I think Kilio goes... Sometimes it's all we've got. But you're going further south. And hopefully we'll put an end to this cold.
Dawn nods. Does that horse head bob thing, nodding.
What is Jonah doing? Is he just staring at me open mouth or
no,
something?
Jonah's oblivious. Jonah does not understand that you are having a conversation with his horse. You're just talking. Dawn did not do anything out of the ordinary.
Gotcha.
She's trying to behave.
Yeah, exactly. Very much if I had to... I have to describe this very carefully because I don't want to make this a commentary. You have not seen this behavior in an animal, Keelio Wolfwalker. That is what I will say.
I understand what's going on here.
There you go.
I can say this for certain. She's not fond of the cold of the far north. Maybe going further south would do her good. To Jonah.
Yeah, he says, "You told her that, or she told you that."
She told me...
Excuse me.
She told me you try your best for her.
You see him instinctively put a hand on his belt, in a specific spot, and he pulls his hand away in mild surprise, and then just sighs defeatedly. And I think instead, with the same hand, he reaches up and pats Don's neck and says "Come on, old girl."
Treat her well, and she will treat you the same.
If we make it out of this winter.
I have faith.
You hear a call, Kelio? Like like the Speak with Animals equivalent of PSST. The noise won't come over the mic well.
Okay.
From like you're facing the column, so it's in front of you as they're like moving past you.
Okay.
And you look over, and like the middle caravan's horse, like brown with white spots, is looking at you, like with both eyes.
Take care to watch for danger, Jonah. I'm gonna go back towards the caravan.
He nods.
And starts making their way over to there.
Yeah, and the horse like bobs its head at you, and in as conspiratorial of a tone as a horse can, it just says, "My feet hurt."
That's something to find out about Nightfall. How often do they shoe their horses?
I was literally about to ask this. When was the last time they've done? I think the word she would use is healing.
Yeah, and horse like looks up at the sky and just says, "When it was warm."
There's not much change in her expression, but her eyes narrow a little bit. Not at the horse, but like
Right.
Seething wolf walker noises.
Small, angry, and wolf.
Like I wouldn't say angry is the right emotion, because like the pack has priorities, right? Like everybody has priorities.
yeah,
And
like
these
you do
people
what you
are
gotta do.
Fleeing cross country to get, like, they probably don't have the means to take care of like
Yeah.
an ill-fitting horseshoe right now when Maggie just had a baby, right? Like,
Mhm.
it's not like the horse can't walk, to be clear. Like,
Yeah. But it's gonna suck for the horse until it gets all the way to Fire Shear, and then they might not even take the horse.
but like, there's not a lot you can do about it either. Like, the odds of there being a farrier in this caravan are low.
Yeah. And it's not like Kilio's one, she rides a wolf, not
Yeah.
horses.
Yep. You know how to care for and maintain a wolf. Your mom is the fucking wolf mother. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but horses less so.
Yeah.
Actually, take it. I'm gonna walk that back. I said there's probably not a farrier in this group. Runyak is right over there. So
Yeah.
That's a point.
That's a fucking point.
he's a herdsman
actually.
and a farrier. That's his thing. Like,
I was gonna bring up the fact of, hey, Runyak knows how to care for horses.
Yeah.
Furga can make the shoe too if you need her.
It's true.
Yeah.
the question is, do you have your farrier's tools with you? I don't think you do.
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay. But yeah, no, absolutely. I think it's reasonable that Runyak is trained to like do farrier work, because you're the one who brought a shit ton of hooved animals to Elkholm.
Yeah.
Now the question is, what does it take to do farrier work? That's a question I have.
Specialized equipment.
Mm.
Very specialized
Something-
equipment.
Something to get the nails out. Gets the what are they? The giant tong things.
I'm sorry. Hang on just a moment.
Hammer.
Didn't you just
What's
take a level in Artificer?
Yes.
I did.
Artificers can take an hour to make a set of tools.
Valid.
Oh shit, you're right.
Better go talk to Firga. That brings up a question, by the way. Do Tors wear horseshoes? Well, Tor shoes?
You definitely do not wear boots. Let me start there. I will say, not usually. Wild horses don't wear shoes, and their hooves don't wear down any like quick enough for it to be a problem. Horses wear horseshoes for stone roads. That's why horseshoes are a thing. You could, I think.
I think Killy was gonna nod. Oh, see what I can do.
Horse like nods at you. Goes back to pulling the wagon.
I think I'm gonna go and like try to find Jonah's dad. Is that
Jonah's dad is at the head of the column.
Oh. Go back towards them.
Okay. on the way, Silverpelt is like following Orith, and I think Silverpelt says, "This isn't going to work the way you think it does, little sister."
Not many things do. We've always been able to improvise, haven't we?
We can eat them. Holy crap. Are you serious right now?
What's up?
What?
What?
I just looked in chat. There are 7 spam bots in my chat right now.
Holy
Oh
shit.
god. Oh fuck.
Oh dear.
Are you fucking serious?
That's the most I've ever seen at one time.
Jeez.
Every 3 years, I swear.
Thank you, keepers.
Thank you, keepers.
Anyway,
Well, I am keeper, but I have yet to be shown how to ban things properly.
You right
We'll have
click
to
on the
fix that.
name and then you use the little slidey thing.
Got it.
And I think she goes, we've always been able to improvise, haven't we?
like Orith says, it might end in blood.
It'll only end in blood if I let you do the talking.
Then don't let him do the talking, little sister. As you get up to the caravan.
Yeah, so I get up to there. I think like she gets up there to where she's like,
Yeah,
equal
Jonah's
with
dad
them.
is not driving this time, but he's riding shotgun with a heavy crossbow.
you got a moment to speak?
For you and your kin, I don't see why not.
I'm not very familiar with horses. But it does not seem that their feet are well maintained. Is there someone among you who can do that work? Or was
Shakes his
it
head.
a lack of resources?
Shakes his head and he says, let me guess. We're talking about Willow. Like, cocks his thumb behind him.
Looks.
Like, it was the second horse, like, the second wagon, so that would be
Yeah.
behind him.
Yep. And they nod.
We don't have the luxury of the way you care for your... I would say beasts, but I feel that's a bit incorrect.
Companions. No two animals are cared for the same. Actually, no, the wolves don't have. No, the Clan
wolves
Rose probably
have- the
doesn't
wolves
have
have different-
ox.
No, they have...
Clan yeah, they have the wolves.
Yep. Still, you are trained in their care. We all know how halflings get on with the beasts of the wild. Like, chuckles to himself.
I'm
I
not.
can't decide if that's particularly racist or not.
no, it's an actual thing. Like,
Yeah, it's a reason why one of their starter languages is Sylvan.
yeah, like halflings get on with animals. Like that's just a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair dues.
If anything, it was a cultural commentary, not being racist. Like, hey, it's literally the same thing as like you elves live a long time, like that.
Fair.
Yeah, he says
Yeah.
I'm sure. Looks like I don't care. I don't have the same luxury as you do. None of my beasts I will force into the ground from labor. But there might be a season before a healer can come around. And this journey is not an easy one.
She nods in agreement. I'm not gonna fault you for doing what we have to in times of need.
Then what are you getting at?
I want to help, and I needed information.
The information I have is this. After Hundlestone, before we turn towards the river, Willow started favoring one of his hooves. Don't know why. Haven't had a chance to really take a look at it. I looked at first. I haven't had a chance to, take a sleeping draft, get him on his back, take a good look. And with Maggie, a lack of food, it hasn't been a priority. You will forgive me, Wolfwalker. I have extra horses. It has not been a concern.
Yikes, my guy.
I will see what our group can do for you. Before I go...
Can it wait until we make camp? We've already stopped once.
It can. And before I go... No one is thrilled to bring this news to the people in charge. But I feel like I should be the one to tell you since I've sensed them? Sense them would be the word.
Like, slowly arcs an eyebrow at you.
We should make our camp before we reach... Is it Hundlestone?
They're not going to Hundlestone. Like, you will pass through Hundlestone, they will not. They're going to turn south at the crossroads. So it would be the crossroads.
Yeah.
The road that this road will join is the 10 Trail, if that helps.
Yeah. Okay, so like before we reach the crossroads.
Basically before you reach here, because look how close the mountains are to the road here. Like, yeah.
We would have to go in between mountains.
Correct.
Before we reach the mountains that overlap the path, we should make our camp. I've sensed giants moving along the range. 6.
He looks incredulous, but he nods slowly. We won't make the mountains this evening.
Absolutely not.
Which is, like, Kelio, to you, that's horseshit. It's like 10 miles. Like,
yeah, like if I were traveling with my group,
yeah,
we'd be all the way down here to Hundlestone.
More or less, yeah. Like,
that's coward talk.
I mean, yeah, kind of, because they have to play defense and stealth the whole time. They can't play speed.
Right.
They don't have 3 wolves, cowman, and several people who can probably rock your shit with an AC higher than theirs.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If we do run into an encounter now, we can't take collateral.
Some of our group have AC higher than they can count.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
Not wrong.
Is that number higher than 20?
What's
20.
20?
What's
But
higher than
no.
20? Goblin 20.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, if they're moving ahead of us, they'll be long gone.
Never hurts to stand guard.
If you want to freeze.
He like plays at the fabric of her cloak.
Yeah, he like reaches under the bench, pulls out a brown jug, takes a pull from it. Like, sees you eye at him, lowers the jug, holds it out to you. It reeks.
This is bad alcohol.
Like, Orith looks away from it. Orith is too well trained to back up, but Orith like, no. It smells like Tor's morning breath, is what it smells like. Like,
So it's shitty alcohol.
yes.
I can't afford to drink out here.
Staves off the cold, you can't afford not to.
We have our own ways of keeping warm.
Like, just, like, lets it hang, looks out into the distance. We won't reach the crossroads by tomorrow, won't reach the mountains by tonight. I'll call a stop in a few hours.
Gives me time to go speak with my group.
Nods.
I think she turns to go and find Runyak.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for taking so long with that.
Not at all. Not at all. Like, this is a talkie episode. It's fine.
Yeah.
Where is Runyak, out of curiosity?
I think he's more towards the middle of the caravan.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
by
I was gonna
any
say,
chance?
what are you doing? Like, are you in the wagon? Are you riding Treebar? What are you
Oh, fuck
doing?
yeah, I'm riding Treevar.
Okay. Keeping watch, playing guard,
Treebar gets a break right now.
talking to anybody?
I think he's just keeping an eye out for what he can.
Like, real talk, anybody except Firga and Kelio can walk and keep up with the caravan.
I can walk and keep up with caravan. My movement speed went up.
Probably then, yeah.
I could keep up with it, but I'd need to cast Expeditious Retreat.
Yes. But yeah, so what are you doing?
I think, riding Treevar at a slow pace because, he likes riding Treevar.
Right, but like, what are you talking to people? Are you keeping watch? Are you whittling? You writing in your journal? What are you doing?
I think he's just reading through his ritual book.
Okay, totally. So just like sitting in the saddle reading. All right, Arthur Morgan.
I've dispelled
listen.
Speak with Animals by now.
Listen, I just got Speak with Animals in this book, and he's trying to, figure out exactly what to do for it.
Okay.
Kilio and Runyak just talking shop about how to cast this one specific spell.
Right. So yeah, so I think
might. Ooh, hang on. Thought for later, talking with Runyak about how to cast Speak with Animals as a ritual, because rangers don't get ritual casting.
you won't be able to do it until you get ritual casting in some way.
Yeah.
That being said,
Something to think about.
yeah. So you dispel Speak with Animals before you get to Runyak?
No, I think I'm gonna wait till I get to Runyak.
Okay, I was gonna say because, like when you come up, you hear Orith say, "Oh well, Treevar."
Yeah.
Oh, they're friends.
Yes, they are. Like, he's a big ass Clydesdale. Like when the wolves go out hunting, Orith is probably like, keep like Popcorn safe because Popcorn's not very smart. Like,
Yeah.
That's really nice.
yeah, and Orith like nods and just like falls into step beside him.
How's the study?
It's interesting. Up
So
until
you-
a few weeks ago, I never understood really what magic did.
I saw you pick up some papers. Couldn't make any sense of them.
It was one that caught my fancy.
Nods. Has Tribar always been your horse?
He's been my companion ever since I could get in the saddle.
Nods. So you would know better than I how to care for them.
Mm. I would say I know quite a bit about horse care, yeah.
Hoofed animals in general.
Or just hoofed beasts in general.
Is there any chance that when we make camp, we could... Arguably, I'd help you. I would like to learn how you do it. Don't care for hoofed animals, you see?
Hmm.
But there's a horse that their hooves are not well,
Hmm.
and I don't know how to help.
Well, fortunately I left my tools back at the home. If somebody here could give me a new set, I'm afraid there's not much I could do.
Maybe... They're not the same as these tools. She like pulls out a couple of her tanker's tools. I'm assuming.
No, not by much.
Hmm.
The only similar thing would be the hammer, but other than that, everything else is not
Hammer.
what it should be.
It's also too small.
Even then, it's a bit undersized for what I need it for.
Then nod. I think I know someone who's really familiar with hammers.
I think I do too, but I doubt she'd have the tools.
So Oreth lifts his head and says, "Popcorn, come here." Firga,
Yes.
wherever the fuck Firga is, just riding along, your ram starts moving to the middle of the caravan.
Popcorn? Popcorn, what are you doing? I was talking to him.
Please tell me you were towards the front.
Oh yeah, no,
And
absolutely.
he's just walking backwards through the horses.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So,
And everyone's
I don't know
like,
what's
"What are
going
you
on."
doing?"
just like pops back up beside Orth. Here I am. Did you need me for something? No. Oh, I thought you called for me. You did say popcorn, right? I heard popcorn. I'm popcorn.
I love popcorn.
God, I love him so much.
So great. I love him. He's the best bee.
Oh,
Orth
honey.
sighs.
Old
She's like-
Southern grandma. Oh, honey.
Basically.
I think Gilio smiles and like,
So it's like no, Orth sighs and goes, "Just making sure you were okay." Oh, me,
I
I'm
think-
fine. There's a lot of friendly people here. People like to pet me. I need a good brushing. There's snow everywhere. When will it be warm? I don't know.
I think Kilio, like, you know how like scritchies the ears
Yeah.
on a
Alright, I'm guessing you called him over then. Because I didn't tell him to come back here.
Yeah. Kind of needed you, not so much popcorn.
Hey?
You realize Speak with Animal is still active. Popcorn goes, "Aww."
Hey, wait. I didn't realize. Like, actually,
Orith goes really quietly, "Well done, little sister."
fuck. Actually, I need you to do a really important job, Popcorn.
So the ram under you, Firga, does the baby sheep 4-hoof bounce. I can help. I'm good at helping. Important helping. I help, well, the twins all the time. Driga's really nice. Where's Driga?
I need you. They're I think they're safe in Neverwinter, if I remember correctly.
What's Neverwinter? I want to go there. Winter is cold. I'm cold. Are you cold? Another long-suffering sigh from Orith.
Anyway, I need you to walk along beside us. That's your important job.
Oh, Popcorn has guard duty. Okay.
Okay, that's taken care of. Oh,
I love Popcorn. He's so cute.
I'm dispelling this fucking
honey.
spell. Oh.
Hey, Trevar, are you on guard duty too?
Nope.
Oh.
Oh, honey.
Kitty's having fun. Popcorn is so pure. Oh my god.
He has an int of 1. What do you want from me? Like, sheep have an int of 1. What do you want from me? Like,
He's a good
This is
boy.
pure. Oh, okay. Firga.
Hey?
so you say, okay, Firka, and Orith says, "Stop the spell, little sister."
Okay. Just fuck.
That was pure Pierce. That was 100% Pierce.
That was Pierce. I channeled Pierce for a second. Sorry guys, I didn't get to play Pierce this week.
Let's get back to Waterdeep where your twink ass belongs.
I'm sorry, it just started raining. I gotta go close my window real quick.
Okay, fine. Yeah, and I think. Sorry. And she like dispels it.
Okay, yep. you dispel it. Popcorn is still bleating incessantly.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
and after a moment, Orith just goes,
Or are they suffering? Or are they
Ugh.
just fucking suffering?
I think she like scratches his ears again.
"Yep."
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back. Orith is having a bad day.
What did I miss?
Orith is doing his duty as protector, is what he's doing.
Orith is a very good bean.
He
Orith's
is.
very bad.
As much as he would hate to be called a bee.
No. See, I feel like Orith is the tough guy who secretly really likes like something girly.
He is a soft bean. But
Orith is the big guy from Tangled that collects the porcelain horses.
Yes.
That is human form Orith.
Yes. But what happened while you were gone is I dispelled the spell and Popcorn is still bleeding.
Wait,
Very
Popcorn is
loudly.
bleeding?
Bleating.
Bleating. Okay. I was gonna say, wait, what happened?
Like very loudly.
Pats. Right, what you need?
Tools.
I've got wood carving tools, blacksmith tools, whatever you want to call this thing, gesturing to the gauntlet.
Do you have a set of Farrier's tools?
Ferial's tools specifically? I don't think so, but I could try and throw something together. What do you need?
The horses here are a little underkept. We were going to fix that.
Hey, but what do you need?
Okay, hang on. I'm a dumbass.
What's up?
Making the tools is a third level ability. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I mean, it's something to
I
note
mean, to
for
be fair,
later.
Keelio wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
Virgo's a
Alright.
craftsman. You don't know what she might have.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, I'm pretty sure with the right, good enough check, you can make it anyway.
I mean, she does have the blacksmithing part if we have some material to work with.
Moving on.
Well, what would I need?
You can like list it off. I don't know what they're all called.
Yeah.
You
the,
need like
the
you
tong
need
thingies, the hammer, the claw,
the clippers, the like
the brush
spade,
thingy.
the spade knife to dig out
Yep.
the old hoof.
Yeah, just rattle off farrier's tools to her.
Yeah.
Might take a bit to make, but I can give it a shot. Probably have to wait for the caravan to stop though.
We're
Uh,
gonna make camp in a few hours.
Hey, then
You're all aware that the pace is like asinine.
Agonizingly slow.
perhaps fixing up those horses will pick their pace up.
Possibly.
their pace and hopefully their spirits.
No,
Alright.
they aren't. They're having a hard go at it.
I think at a pause in the conversation, I think Orith like fidgets and looks at Firga, and then like looks over his back at Keelio.
Hmm?
You're like what? And yeah, and you're like grumpy dog sigh. Looks at Trevar, like shoulders Trevar, looks over his head at Keelio again.
Any idea what he's saying?
Could
There's
be
a mechanic
tired.
for this.
There is a mechanic for this. Make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Saving throw? Question
Yep.
mark?
Yeah,
I was thinking- I was
Critter check.
expecting. I was expecting either insight or animal handling.
Yeah.
We're calling it. You can't really do that with this, unfortunately. Recalling information is an int save. Hello? There it goes. No idea, Keelio.
I'm tempted to reroll that.
You have inspiration?
Yeah, from last session, you
Alright.
said it doesn't disappear.
I mean, if you want it, it's up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna reroll it.
Okay. I'm gonna say that halfling luck saved you,
Yeah,
but I think
appreciated.
but I think you can't recall specifically what. Like, Orith is trying to communicate something to you, but you can't. You
It's
can't get it.
something related to Tree Bar.
Yes.
Does he
And-
need chewing while we're at it?
And it's like he reacted to something Firga said.
Shoot, what
Wait.
did I say a second ago? Something about raising their spirits? Or was it after that?
Around there is what I will say.
Pick up the pace, raise their spirits.
Looking at Orith, pick up their pace or at least their spirits.
Nudges Trevar again.
Does he react to like a specific part of that phrase,
No.
or is it?
He's not that smart. Sorry.
That's fine.
It's a fine line because they can talk, but they only have 2 int. Like,
They have 3.
they still, they're dumber than a goblin. Like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it's a fine line.
They can only count to 20, but at least a goblin can count.
Heyo.
Tripar is much faster than these horses.
Aye.
I think Orith gets frustrated, and like.
I think it actually
Can
frustrates Kilio too.
Okay, so seeing that, can you make a dexterity saving throw?
Yes,
Fierga just looks confused.
I will make the dex save.
Okay, yeah, I think that's enough. He's not trying to throw you off, but like another noise from Orith, and then Keela, you have to grab the reins that you use pretty quick, as Orith is just it's the doggo equivalent of "fine, I'll show you," and he walks forward. You have to grab the reins. You're still in sight of the other two. You can still conversate, but he walks to the back of the middle caravan, and there's a couple of humans in there, and they're looking at Orith, and he just sticks his nose in, bites down on something, lifts it up. It is just a piece of meat, and then he drops it again and looks back at you.
Food.
Yeah, you say food, and he looks at Trevar.
We don't know the last time these horses ate.
And then he slows his pace. Because he remembers, I need to be back here.
Alright, that's a thing to worry about.
So,
Right.
what I'm thinking... How many horses are in this caravan?
12?
So I would need 24 charges of...
Yeah, there's...
Because you told me it takes 2 to feed an animal.
There's 1 in each wagon. There's 6 scalped and 3 extra horses. So...
Let me look at this.
That's what the int save was for, so I'll just tell you now. They gave you a bag of grain and said they can't spare any more. And I've said several times, everybody here looks emaciated.
Yeah. Let me look at something real quick.
Too.
I'm just posting that so I can see it all at the same time.
Mm-hmm. You did that, Kelio. You hunted.
Yes, but I didn't get food for horses.
No, you didn't. So, looking at that list, providing that the land offers berries, small game, water, and so forth, you're in a plains biome that is currently frozen over. What is there not a lot of?
Plants.
Not a lot of plants.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's not what I was looking for. Find twice as much as I normally would. Okay, that's what it was. I have been able to find it with a good check.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you think they can even... Right, do you think they can even spare the bag they offered us?
I don't know.
Trevar makes a noise. None of you know what he said. You can guess, though.
The answer was no. There's only 2 sounds it could be.
You're right.
Hey, that's not true. He could say more. He just doesn't want to.
If we can get a set of tools made for that, it's gonna be hard out here, but I can try to find food that will suffice.
And all
Oreth,
the snow?
so you say that, Kilio. Before Firga responds, Oreth looks at Firga.
Link. Why would he... another end save?
Yes.
I'm rolling a lot of these tonight.
And,
I mean, you're trying to recall information that was told to you. That's what it's for.
And I know you were talking before about the baskets, but I haven't had the chance to stop and make them.
Yeah. Okay.
Well done, Firga.
Okay. Then... what do you need to make them? Because since we're going to be moving for a few hours, maybe... I don't know, I'm sure they wouldn't mind sparing a little bit of space in one of the carts.
Wood mostly. Either strips of it or a frame that I can hang a sack on, depending what you want. ...
I got a dumb question.
Is that Kilio saying that, or is that Nightfall saying that?
That's Kilio saying that.
Okay.
I think she reaches in her bag. Could you make it out of this? You said strips. She pulls out the roll of grung tape, as we're going to be calling it apparently, according to Gamzee.
Blink, blink.
Yes, technically you could.
I might still need a hoop of some sort just to hold it open for them, but peels off a piece, tests its properties in her fingers. I might be able to work with this.
Not a bad idea.
Look, all I'm saying is Giralon glue.
Yeah, right? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. For the record,
Hey.
Scout is in, like hibernation mode on your gauntlet, by the way, Firga.
I think we can use that for a lot of things, actually.
Probably.
I don't know about the chain stuff that Lash was wearing before, but I think I could use it to make your armor quieter. It's too loud for when we're moving quietly.
Hey, but one thing at a time, I think.
She nods.
She's already, like, peeling off strips as she goes, like, sticking it to her armor and then, like, trying to weave them together.
Mm.
I don't even think you have to weave them together, you just have to, like, put them together in a way that makes a solid figure.
Right, but, like, weaving them together would make them better reinforced than if they were all going in one direction.
I would like,
Her brain-
I would like to entertain a line of logic.
Her brain went
Okay.
basket rather than
Why are you using your consumable thing to make a container when there are 3 covered wagons full of stuff around you?
You know what? That's fair.
That is a fair, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just wondering, like, if you had a reason, like, you don't...
No, I hadn't considered taking more from the humans who had very little. But actually that's not a thing they necessarily need if it will feed their animals. So no, I'm not going to use the consumable material to do that.
Okay. Cool.
I'm going to keep my 3 rolls of tape.
I'm just saying, you can't get more of that. Like...
I mean...
Not without going back.
This grung
Yeah, no,
tape
without
is
going back.
valuable. This grung tape is valuable, man. If you start wasting it, we will fight you.
I'm just saying, yeah, like...
Okay.
Also, You cannot pay me to stop calling it.
So who
Take
brings
my
up the fact that we should check the carts first? I feel like it's Runyak.
I feel like it's either Runyak or Orith. like you pull out the grung tape. You're like, what if we make it out of this? And Orith like looks at it and like does
Orith doesn't want to use that.
Does the agitated like dog sneeze and starts walking towards the carriage again?
Okay, I'm going over here now.
And yeah, like, or it just walks like to the back of the wagon, and just sticks his head in again. And I think,
Orith, what are you doing?
I think one of the humans in the cart like looks at you, Keelio, like, is there a problem? Like, this is the second time in 5 minutes this giant dog has done this.
I think he wants. Oh, he wants some. He wants something. Right. Do you all have a spare basket or a few?
Baskets
y'all.
for what?
Gathering, so to speak, or just any basket at all.
Like you say gathering, and they look at each other, and yeah, like reach like behind a crate that you can't see, and pull out like those like big like berry picking baskets with like the cloth in it. Just like holds one of them up.
That'll do.
Like not knowing what it's for, they nod and like slowly like hold it out, and Orith just fits his jaws around the handle and picks it up and sticks his head out of the carriage.
Okay. That problem solved.
Yeah, so Orith
That is so right. That's so much easier than trying to make some.
like Orith like turns his head so you can take the basket if you want it, Keelio.
Yeah, I was gonna take it. How big is the basket?
Bigger than you. Like it's a big berry picking bag. It's one of those ones that like settler ladies carried on their hip, like one of them big bastards. As soon as you take as soon as you take it, Orith howls. Like howls.
Okay.
And literally everyone around you panics.
Fuck. Orith, wait.
Yo, what did you do?
Well, this is a
Lash, the fuck?
Like, Popcorn freaks out, Trevar freaks out, all of the horses freak out, all the humans freak out, like...
So what do we need to roll to not panic?
Animal handling. You don't need to roll shit, Keelio.
Okay. I'm rolling like shit tonight, aside from that first roll.
Okay, yeah, no, Firga, Runyak, you have no control over your animals.
Shit.
And, like, immediately, from opposite sides of the caravan, like, Mevu and Silverpelt, like, pop up.
I could have whistled for them.
Orith just looks back into the caravan.
Popcorn, it's okay. It's just kill.
He's got it into one, remember.
Yeah, you can roll your portents there, no big deal. Firga, make a dex save. Runyak, make a dex save.
Damn you, Orith.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Sorry, ignore this. This is a check.
They're trained animals, but I have no control over them.
Okay.
Dang it!
You both stay in the saddle.
Oh, thank God.
But they move away from the wolves. And Orith is looking into the wagon. And Silverpelt just walks up, sticks her head in, and you hear one of the younger kids go, "Really?"
God, fuck. Steer Orith over.
Dawn and Lash just give you another look of chuckle fuckery.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
I am very, very sorry.
Correction, Dawn, Lash, and Irithir just give each other a look, chuckle fuckery.
You happen to have more baskets? I could do more at a time if...
How many do you need?
2 more?
Light sigh, pulls out 2 more baskets. Silverpelt looks at Orith. Orith bobs his head. Silverpelt reaches in, grabs one of the baskets, pulls back, passes it to Mevu, pokes their head back in, grabs the other basket, backs up, and and they're just walking beside you now with baskets in their mouth.
I guess we're going now. Looks to Orith, looks to Stoneclaw, Ghost Step, and Silverpelt. Do they respond in any way?
They do not.
Okay, I guess we're going.
Orith looks back and opens his mouth.
Gives the basket to them.
Yeah, and then Orith sits down. Just
Popcorn's,
haunches down.
Popcorn's just
Does Kilio fall
I want a
backwards off of
basket.
them?
No, you're in the saddle, but it's hard to sit there.
Okay. Okay, why are you sitting?
Doesn't move.
Goes to get off.
Okay, you get off, and they just run off.
Where are you going? Get back here!
When they run off, do the mounts stabilize?
They do.
Okay. So I think
Okay.
get control, walk next to Kilio, pick her up, and put her behind me.
Yeah, totally. Kilio, you cannot get your legs around the Clydesdale. It's too big. You have to sit you have to ride bitch.
Kilio is just giving them back of fucking Brugnac's lower back the look of, if you do that again, I will stab.
Yes.
Actually, no, I have a better idea because Kilio is small and putting her bitch would be bad. He's gonna put her in his lap.
God.
I will stab look intensifies.
God damn it.
You don't have much experience with hoofed animals. This will be easier for you.
I was gonna go gather with them.
They didn't want you to.
Besides, wasn't there something about keeping an eye out for the softies?
What should I roll for the wolves because they have their own stats?
You don't have to. Don't worry about it.
Here.
In this instance, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, it looks like they're seizing the initiative this time.
Yeah.
They're equal members of the pack.
Yeah. But okay. I hope they're able to find what we need.
By the way, I should mention, when they ran off, they went backwards.
I guess it would make sense that they're going somewhere they might have already spotted something, then looking for it somewhere new.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And straight up, I'll say this, the only creatures on planet Earth, on land, that have more stamina than, have almost as much stamina as humans, is wolves. They're distance runners, so it's not a big deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
You've certainly trained them well.
They know what they're doing better than I am. Better than I do. I learned from them sometimes. Most of the time.
I would
All
hope
the
if you're a
time.
pack, like you keep saying.
We are.
A very brief aside, since Popcorn used to belong to the twins, was this saddle made to accommodate two people, or is it just the one?
Just the one.
Okay.
Popcorn was not for the twins. Popcorn was for the leader of Clan Everpeak.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's the there's a spot for a banner in the saddle. It's a princely gift.
I think I'm going to use today's expenditure of rations and just snack while I'm on the horse, since I'm not steering it.
Okay, totally. Anybody else have a scene they want to do?
I wanted to try to talk to Irithir about rock.
Yes. So while all of this nonsense is happening, we cut over to Breaking Dawn. Where are you in the caravan, Dawn?
He's probably been staying close to where the carriage that the child was born, just in case something happens. Because, you know, the moment health problems are going to make them
so in the middle.
Yeah.
So you witnessed
find
most of that.
Again, Irithyr, Lash, and Dawn, look at that, look at each other, chuckle fuckery.
Fair enough. So yeah, so if you wanna... So then, I guess the question is where is Irithyr?
I was thinking probably towards the back.
Okay. So Dawn, maybe like... When the other two direwolves show up, it gets a little crowded, and you're just like, I'm gonna fall back, and you find yourself walking beside Irithyr. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So while this nonsense is happening...
Wow, the nonsense is going on.
Yes.
Irithyr. I have been meaning to make request of your talents.
Let me guess. Has to do with that stone you got. It...
Is that a yes, Don?
Yeah. Hello?
Hi. We didn't
Hi.
hear you respond to Irithyr.
I had said yes, I guess that just didn't come through.
Nope.
Weird. Yes.
There you go.
Very well.
So this is a... Like, I'm assuming you take it out past the Irithyr.
Yeah.
This is a big stone. Like, it doesn't look big when Don holds it because it fits in his palm, but it's about the size of a loaf of bread.
Uh-huh.
It's a brown striated stone. It's smooth on its face. The jagged parts, like where it's broken, the interior is rougher, leading you to believe that maybe the outside has been polished by something. It's got the glowing, like the sickly green rune in it. If this were a video game, it would be a poison buff. On it, like, it's glowing with a light that nothing short of underground mushrooms glow with, so it's probably magical.
Mhm.
What do you want to do?
I was gonna make an Arcana check first.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what? Why not? I'll go ahead and spend one of my portents and make that a modified roll of 20.
Okay. So spending a portent, getting a modified roll of 20 on your Arcana check. This is not in and of itself magical in the way that, like, a magic sword is magic. This is a piece of a greater whole. The magic that is on it is... The word that I would use is torn. The weave around it is incomplete. This is a
Fractured.
piece of something. Yes. The magic that is there is divination in origin.
Well, for one thing, this seems to be a fractured piece of a larger whole.
Hmm.
It is divination in nature, but I cannot... It's different from any enchantments I've seen before.
How so?
Oh boy, trying to think of a good way to explain this.
Pupper.
Woofer.
Yeah,
Bark,
there's a
bark, bark.
dog. There's a dog barking outside.
No, it's fine.
I can't say for certain. If you wait until we stop for the night, I can identify it.
Hmm. I think he just like stares at it for a moment. And just quick look at Irithyr, nod. Would you rather I continue to hold on to it?
It's a little bulky for my tastes.
Don, have you tried to attune to this thing by any chance?
Not yet. He was
Okay.
gonna talk to Irithyr first. That's
Cool.
actually the next course of action.
All right. So if you take it from Irithyr, is there any further conversation you two want to have, or just Don like nod, lapse into silence, and turn his attention to it?
Probably. I don't think so, unless Irithyr has anything in particular.
Okay. First of all, how many magic items do you have?
I have
That you are attuned to, I should say.
I have my sword.
Right. Do you have anything else?
I'm looking right now. I don't
Okay.
think I do.
You have your holy symbol, but I don't think you need to be attuned to that.
No.
Okay. So if you want to take some time to attune to this, you can. Make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Oh God.
Also, make sure you're rolling as Dawn.
Fuck.
So, you rolled decently well. I will say, as always, with magical effects, you can choose to fail. Whether you think passing or failing is better in this situation is up to you.
I'll fail it.
Okay. So as you're walking along, it's quiet. Like, there's not a lot going on. Your mind wanders, and you're gifted 4 flash images, as if it's anything you've seen before, but it's not a memory, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You see a stone valley with a mountain carved to look like a skull. Around this skull, there are creatures with 4 legs, a striped, furred lower body, and the upper body of, like, not a man, but like an ogre. And they're all around this skull mountain. Then you're gifted with the interior shot of a cave full of glowing purple crystals.
Oh, jeez.
You're gifted the image of a door with glowing runes carved into it. On the left side of the door are purple crystals. On the right side of the door are orange crystals. And there's a hole in the door where some more runes should be. It's larger than the stone that you're carrying.
Huh.
And last but not least, you're given an image of an oasis. Like, literally, like, water feature, green growing things, encased in stone. Pale, like, gray stone, as if it were in a cave. But the top of the cave is ruptured, and looking out from it, you see stones floating, like, in the sky, but it's not a sky, it's in an even bigger cavern, and the stones float upwards into oblivion.
Wow.
Those are the 4 images that you get.
Holy shit. Listen, I've got a big vocabulary, and the only words I've got to describe that are holy and shit.
Yeah.
To answer your question, Nightfall, it is not the same landscape. The valley with the stone skull mountain in it is just bare rock. It is not lush and green, but it is not snowy. It's just bleak. The word I would use is crag.
Oh, excuse me.
C-R-A-G, crag. And as I said, Dawn, these feel like memories. You know that they're new, but you recall them in the same way that you recall memories.
Huh. Have I ever heard
No.
of anything like... Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, you have not.
By the goddamn mother. Not super relevant, but by the way, I've taken to accidentally saying that out loud. So that's fun.
Oh dear.
Mood.
I think he's just like looking at the stone after he zoinks back.
Mm-hmm.
And he just like looks across the landscape away from the caravan.
Right.
Because you said that these came like memories, and it's like that feeling of if I can just find the right direction to look. If I can just find the right direction to look, maybe I can remember how to find it.
Yep. Nothing happens, though.
Who's the most traveled among our group?
Kelio.
Probably.
Do you want the most traveled or the most learned? You've never heard of a creature like that.
That's true. The plan is both.
Okay.
Go with the most traveled first, just in case. Because if they've been there, they probably have an idea.
Okay.
But Dawn.
Even if they don't have an idea, they might be able to point it out for the person who is learned.
Mm-hmm. Is Kelio on Trevar with Brunyak yet?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Because you had to attune to that, it took some time.
Right. Walk over to them. Wolfwalker.
Kelio is like munching on some hardtack currently.
You motherfucker.
And also, Nightfall was munching on some hardtack currently.
No, it's taco pasta.
Taco pasta.
Excuse me.
Also,
yes.
because now I want pasta.
It's good pasta.
I also want pasta.
I have need.
Yes?
I have need of your mind, Wolfwalker.
That's right. touches the side of her head.
Metaphorically.
Pull your mic down, Nightfall.
Better?
Not really.
You're kind of quiet.
Better?
A little better.
Okay. What do you need to know?
You are well-traveled. Have you ever...
I'd certainly like to think so, yes?
Have you ever been to a place that... I don't remember specifically how you described it, but, you know, Dawn...
Which one?
What's... The... God. There were 4 of them. Not the last one, because that's the least likely to be known. I'm almost certain.
Okay.
Like the craggy landscape.
Yes. I said it was snow-free, but like desolate, stony, like craggy wasteland. There was a basin, and the basin had a higher mountain on one side. The mountain was carved to look like a skull, and all around the skull there were basically centaurs, but the centaur, like the human part, was an ogre.
Right. I think he's describing that. He's describing a couple of the areas to Keelio.
Mm-hmm.
Like, have you ever found a place like this?
Make a nature check, Keelio. Would you like that one or that one?
That one or that one?
Yep.
That one.
You can ask me 5 questions, Keelio Wolfwalker.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. This is your favorite terrain. So, that's actually double your proficiency modifier.
Yeah, I didn't know I didn't know this was my... Okay, so my proficiency modifier is 3, so it's... So plus 3 to that.
No, plus 6 to that. You're not normally proficient in nature, friend. Are you?
No, I am not. You're right.
So it's plus 6, yeah.
Yeah.
So that is a 26. That is 8 questions, friend.
Cool. Okay. First question, have I ever been to a place like this?
Have you ever been to a place like this? No.
Okay.
But you know of it.
Where?
It's in the spine of the world?
It's in the spine of the world.
You don't know this valley specifically, but the Uthguard Barbarians speak of a dangerous foe in the mountain trails around the spine of the world that they call the Gallak. Gallak. Gallak.
Okay. Does the Gallak match the description?
That's why I'm bringing it up. Yes. They are large, like, equine humanoids. They are barbarous. They're as bad as orcs. Like, they're chaotic evil. They want to destroy.
Arguably worse than orcs.
Arguably worse than orcs. However, they don't venture outside of their territory, which is not common for chaotic evil entities. So there's an area that the Uthguard just don't go to, and it's Gallak territory, but he's describing a Gallak.
Okay. So, Gallak territory, spine of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Why would this place not have snow if it's in the spine of the world? Because that is way far north.
Yes, it is. Because it's in a sheltered valley with a lot of sulfurous springs.
Gotcha.
Like, the air is sulfurous. It's very heavy in that area.
Probably smells like ass.
Oh, absolutely. Like barbarous humans mixed with horses mixed with sulfur. It is Fart Valley.
Go until you smell towards farts and venture no further.
Basically.
Here there, some maps say here there be dragons. Others say here there be flatulence.
I'm just saying. The Great Valley of Flatulence sounds like a poorly translated JRPG location.
Yes, it does.
It
Yes,
do.
it does. So that's 3 of my questions.
Yo.
I have 5 more. That skull formation, would it be? It would most certainly not be natural.
No.
It's absolutely carved.
The person to ask would be an Uthguard Barbarian. Be like, hey, do you know of a skull mountain in a basin? Like...
What do I know about the Uthguard? Is that a question I can ask pertaining to this chat?
You can. The Uthguard are several tribes of humans similar to the Dreghedmen. But
they're trade with them.
No, they don't. They don't like each other. They hate each other.
No, the Goliaths trade with them.
Oh, the Goliaths trade with them. Yes. They're all throughout the spine of the world. They're very shamanic, but they're shamanic in a different way than the Goliaths are.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, what is a good example? They're theocratic with different religions, so I'm looking at Israel and Palestine with less war. Like very divided differences, but in the same geographical location, if that makes sense.
Okay, I see.
Some Uthguard tribes don't like anybody, and they'll just fuck you up until they need help, and then they do that thing where they're just like, I'm aware that we tried to salt your fields, but listen, there was a cave-in, and now my people are fucked. And like the Goliaths, being Goliaths, are like, show me where it is. Like
they're fair weather friends at best.
Yes.
Yeah.
Other Uthguard Barbarians are a little bit more loyal, but they're still mercurial. The Uthguard Barbarians are weird by human standards. Like, they're weird.
Give me just a second.
Okay. Do 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 ba ba da ba da ba 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 ba. I'm gonna look up the peoples of the north so that I get the tribes right while I'm waiting.
So when are we gonna get an album of all the random tunes Kit projects during
being told to hold on a moment?
No.
I'm just saying that the Atipa would make for a great text message ringtone.
I've heard. Here we go. Uthguard. Most are vicious raiders who pillage and destroy any caravan or homestead they come across. Uthguard Barbarians have their name from Uthgar Gargulfsson, a great hero chief who battled giants and conquered much of the north before ascending to godhood. In addition to revering Uthgar, each tribe venerates a totem animal spirit, which after which the tribe is named. So I'm just going to base these guys off the Imperium of Mankind.
In that case, we're fucked.
What?
In that case, we're fucked.
Yeah, right. Numerous Uthguard tribes have been vanquished over the years, and at least one tribe previously thought to be extinct has returned in force. There are currently 11 known Uthguard tribes scattered throughout the north. Each tribe claims a vast tract of wilderness as its hunting grounds, and I think the one you want to talk to is
the Great Worm?
Probably. Yeah. Let me make sure. Yes, the Great Worm is who you want to talk to. The Great War tribe has fallen under the sway of a brutal chieftain known as Wormblood. The tribe's spirit mound is located inside Great Worm Cavern in the spine of the world. Wormblood and his tribe strike out from the cavern only occasionally to defend their territory, which includes the surrounding mountains, the Fell Pass, the Frost Hills, the Lurkwood, the northern reaches of the Silver Marches. The Great Worms also venture into the crags and plains west of the Serpent Hills when food is scarce. Wherever he goes, Wormblood wages war and hoards any treachery he finds. Definitely in the fair weather friends category. Is Kilio back yet? Nope, Kilio is not back yet.
Oh, fuck. I've been saying I'm back this whole time. I'm sure you see my thing light up when I'm using push to talk. But I was muted on my computer as well.
Good job.
Well done.
So yeah,
I heard all of that.
perfect.
You don't actually light up for push to talk when you're muted.
Yeah, that's not a thing. It only does that when it thinks audio is coming through.
Interesting.
So.
Okay. So they're fucks.
Yes, they live in a cave, so they're easy to find.
Yeah, it's like they're living under a rock the whole time, though.
Heyo.
Into open cave. Sup, bitches? No.
Fucking lash your eyes. This is my home now.
Yeah, right.
I mean, you mentioned they go into the crags. Dark Driver probably has had to witness them.
What kind of...
Probably. They probably fight like cats and dogs.
Oh
God.
I have a question.
Mhm.
What kind of dangerous wildlife is found in the spine of the world? That would be this type of terrain.
Yes. Let me put it this way. Underdark bleed.
Oh, lovely.
Ooh.
Yeah, boys!
Oh boy.
You are all too excited about that, Dove.
Yes.
Alright, so
Fuck
Underdark
you.
bullshit in addition to Northern Wilderness bullshit. Gotcha.
Correct.
2 flavors of bullshit at the same time.
Now, which one's
Most
more
of us are
dangerous?
trained for at least one of those
Yes.
bullshits. Yes.
And let me be clear, the Uthguard Barbarians are the friendly option. The Galak
You right.
are gonna fuck you up. The Galak are very much like throw you in a pot of boiling lye while you're still alive types. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be kill on sight with these guys.
Oh yeah.
That couldn't have been the area of the Hallow. Well, it had to have. That's the most.
You have 4 more questions, Wolfwalker.
Is there any, like...
Or no, 3, because you asked about the denizens. So 3 more.
Yeah, is there any record of Minotaur this far east? In that area?
No, because these are not Minotaur. I don't understand your question.
No, like... If
Centaur.
no, like if this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. You're talking about you're talking about Taurs, not centaurs.
Yeah.
Yes. Are there records of Taurs this far east? The Taurs are a fucking secret of people, man.
If you want to know their
Goliath's talk
history,
a lot.
if you want to know their history, you gotta talk. You gotta get in good with the Tor.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like.
Okay, you say history. I said records. Goliaths tell fucking stories. If they got like helped in the snow by a Tor, they fucking.
Can I remind you, Nightfall? Who were the last fuckers to arrive before the orcs at the moot? The Taurs. Who was the only group that didn't react with surprise when the Taurs rolled up? Homie.
Well,
Homie.
the dwarves were surprised.
The dwarves were surprised. The humans were surprised.
I'm slightly surprised the dwarves were surprised considering we invited them, but...
Is question mark?
Sorry?
The Goliaths?
Yes. So the Goliaths were cool with the Taurs rolling up. Are there stories of cowmen? Yes, in the same way that there are stories of Bigfoot. In fact, there's probably a tour named Bigfoot somewhere.
No, I meant like you. From what I'm understanding, they make their home on the Sea of Moving Ice.
Aye.
That's mainly Hallowstone.
No, it's most of them.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and Kilio lives like a lot further east than that.
I didn't say you saw one, motherfucker.
Said like.
You asked if there were stories. There are stories.
Okay.
Nowhere did I say Kilio has seen tours before.
What is it? What I was asking.
No, you said is there record, and then you said Goliath tells stories. Motherfucker.
Okay. 2 more. I was only told about the first one. Could you run that by me again? The first image that Dawn saw?
No, but I'll let Dawn do it.
Dawn?
You went through them so fast.
You could have asked me to stop so you could write it down. Which I will do if you want to write it down. I will repeat what I said, but I'm going to be careful not to give you any additional information.
I mean, that's fine. I'd like the...
You could have asked me to slow down, dude.
I know, I'm sorry.
Would you like me to go through them again?
Yes, please.
Do you have your notes?
Open and ready.
Cool. The first image you got was of a stone wasteland crag area that's shaped like a basin, a sunken, rimmed basin. On one side, the basin rises substantially higher than the rest of the basin into a mountain, and the face of the mountain has been carved to look like a giant skull. All around this, there are four-legged, I hesitate to call them humanoids, with striped lower bodies on dark fur, and the upper torso, the human part, quote-unquote, looks more like an ogre.
So, ogre zebratars, okay.
That's the first thing that you saw.
Give me 1 second to finish typing that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of thinking Lionel's from Breath of the Wild.
Yes, except ogres.
Yeah.
So, vicious and fuck your shit up.
I hate Lionels. So
yeah, the Lionels are actually a pretty good descriptor. Thank you, Sibs.
Yeah, they fuck your shit up and use whatever weapons they can find.
Okay.
The second image you got was a striated stone cavern full...
What?
What?
Striped.
What was that word?
Striated means striped.
Oh, okay.
A blend of different colored stones. Cavern full of purple crystals.
Okay.
The third image you received was a stone door with glowing runes carved into it and a large hole taken out of it. On the left side of the door, there are purple crystals, and on the right side of the door, there are orange crystals. The hole in the door is bigger than the stone that you're carrying.
I see.
Peace is a lie, there is only passion.
Heyo, thank you, Vader.
Sorry, typing as fast as I can.
No, you're fine, dude. You're totally fine. Just tell me when you're ready.
Okay.
The last image you received was of an oasis, like what you expect to see in the desert. A water feature, green and growing things. Except, instead of a desert, it was in a gray stone cave. There's more to that. Let me know when you're ready.
You said green and growing cave?
Gray stone cave. A green and growing place in a gray stone cave.
Okay.
The top of this cave was removed, as if an eggshell was broken from the top. And above it was another cave that you could not see the top of. It was just encased in stone. Just a massive, massive cavern. The sky was stone. And between the little cave and the big cave, there were floating rocks going vertically up until you couldn't see them anymore. And those were the 4 images you received.
Okay.
Okay.
I believe you have 1 question left, Kilio Wolfwalker?
No, I still have 2. I didn't use my second one. I asked, could I get the scenery again?
Okay.
Can I ask Dawn a question to further?
You can ask Dawn whatever you want, but you need to resolve this check first. We can't advance time until you finish with your nature check. I assume you're going to have a conversation with Dawn afterwards.
If this place is kept warm by springs, am I familiar with any locations in that area that would have springs like that?
No. You do not go through the spine of the world itself.
Oh, absolutely not.
Very often, and when you do, scout or not, they're like, stay away from that area, stay away from this territory.
So Killian knows
the Gallic are bad news.
Roughly where this territory is that you just don't fucking go to.
Yes, roughly in the same way that, I know in the same way that I know there's a jungle in West Africa, but I don't know exactly where it is.
Some areas just aren't worth the resources to map.
Correct. If you tried to go there, you would be stupid not to go and talk to the Great Worm Tribe first.
Yes.
Sounds like one of those areas you always get those, great tally-ho explorer horror movies.
Yes, it is exactly what it is. But they start at a base camp.
Mm-hmm.
And that base camp would be the Great Worm Tribe. If you intend to take the champions there, talk fast, because you have an elf and an orc with you.
Yeah. So, what Goliath clan lives closest to that area? It's probably not Clan Roche.
It is not Clan Roche. No. We talked about this before. It's Clan Garm.
Clan Garm. Okay.
The area, when you asked me who was in that area, and I outlined where Clan Garm was, that's basically the area.
Okay, that's my nature check
Where's
as well.
that for the rest of us?
Sure. Do. Whoop whoop.
We need to like draw over this map at some point, take a screenshot of it, then remove it of what the Goliath clan's territories amount to.
The Goliath, okay, let me settle that right now, because no, the Goliath, the sum total of the Goliath wandering area is like this.
Yeah.
Like
that's valid, actually.
Perhaps some smaller circles of like where this group was last seen.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine.
Here.
As far as where the Great Worm Tribe is, it's up here, like this area.
Okay.
I'm not seeing where you're pinging.
Oh, hang on.
Oh,
Sorry, my internet went down for a minute.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, it's far over there.
Yeah, it is. And just to make this easier for you, Keelio, hi, can you hear us?
I guess it's.
Uh-oh. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I hear you.
Okay. The area that you're not supposed to go to, Keelio, is like there.
Ah.
Yeah.
So like when you want to go this way.
There's a reason it's called the Fell Pass. You go this way.
Yeah.
And then you go up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that seems to be the road around the Nope.
And that's for the soft folk too. Like, there are things that the Goliaths won't fuck with. Sometimes they'll go this way, but not often, because that's right up against the glacier.
Okay. And
Yeah.
it's fucking awful up there.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's a ways out.
Ooh. That's really far east.
Yes, it is. It's almost like I asked you guys what you wanted to do.
There's no way we're covering that distance in a 10-day.
You say that, Keelio.
You're probably right.
How freaking far did we make
Helio
it by
herself could probably make it in a 10 day, but
I mean, we made it awfully far on our own.
True.
It's
Like
soft
rather fast.
True.
the question is, can we do that consistently?
That is really out of the way, Dawn. That's much further east than my clan's stomping grounds.
No.
It's...
No. Clan Roche's stomping grounds is... Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, because it's... Like, the Valley of Keldrin and the Lurkwood is Clan Roche. So, yeah, you're right. It is... So, I'm actually wrong. Clan Garm is over here near where you guys are. I got that wrong. This area... Jeez, is probably... Let me bring up my Goliath clans.
It's got to be someone with a lot of strength to fight that.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure. It is... Let me bring up my Goliath. Here we go. So Clan Grawl hangs out in the Icewind Dale. Clan Tars is the furthest south. No, Clan Garm's strongest stone is near where... Oh! Yeah, okay, looking at the map I made, you're gonna laugh, Nightfall.
Okay.
That's Clan Bryn's stomping ground.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Bryn's ground.
That, of course!
Yep.
Which one's Bryn again?
The
Makes
Smiths.
sense.
They're the makers.
Exactly.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Because there's good metal in the Frost Hills.
There's good metal in the Frost Hills, and sulfur is good for gunpowder.
Mm-hmm.
And if anyone could take on those things fairly reliably, he'd be the guys that can make just about anything.
Yep.
Could be the fucking incarnation of Torvald.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's Clan Bryn's stomping ground. I knew they were further east than Clan Roche, but yeah, that's Clan Bryn.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably heading back there, all things considered.
Yeah. Which all they have to do is go along,
Unless they're going to Bear's Heart.
He might be going to Bear's Heart to help excavate it.
Probably. If you're wondering, Bear's Heart is near the mines of Mirabar. It's like this area.
So, okay.
Yeah, it's literally a hearth.
Mm-hmm.
I love me a good fantasy map.
Right? Same.
So
yeah, so correcting the record, Clan Garm is near where you are.
Yeah, Clan Garm is like
here-ish. Clan Grawl would be up here in the near the Dale.
Mm-hmm.
Clan Vare would be near Bear's Heart.
Yup.
Clan Roche would be in the Valley of Keldrun.
Mm-hmm.
And then Clan Bryn would be near the Fell Pass.
That explains why I was traveling west in my Session 0.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, Kilio covered a lot of distance on her own.
Your wolves are distance runners. I told you that.
Yeah, you're right.
You are a scout.
Like I said, man, we might be able to do that.
Cause Kilio did that in one fucking day. Like, she traveled during the night as well, but that's one day.
Yeah. I mean, it was a hell of a pace. You had to switch wolves, but
yes, I did.
Yeah, like wolves will chase prey like 30 miles at a stint. Like,
mm-hmm.
You went from here-ish to about here, which is like 120 miles, at a fast pace, switching wolves, traveling overnight. I think you could make that. I also remember Killia was knackered when she got there. Like,
Killia was tired.
Yeah.
I was about to ask what that means, so thank you.
She puts herself into it when she's running these wolves.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like you could do it.
Tonight is riddled with words that Gamzee does not recognize.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, which word was it?
Knackered.
No, it's good. It's
Knackered. Knackered.
I am learning. This is good.
If you don't know, ask.
So
you guys know where I get a lot of my words.
You have 2 questions, Nightfall. Come on.
I asked my questions.
No.
Yes.
Did you?
Yes.
Asking about the Goliaths is not going to count against you. You know that intrinsically.
Okay. What kind of valuables are found up that way, like, resource-wise?
When you say up that way, do you mean the sulfur area?
Yes, that area.
You don't know. But if you had to hazard a guess, probably ore.
Okay. I can't think of anything else to ask.
Okay. So, now you can have a conversation with Dawn.
You said you had a vision.
I did.
How are you getting progressively quieter?
I lowered my voice.
That would do it.
You said you had a vision.
Yes.
Could you see the sun in your vision?
It was day, but you did not see the sun because the sky was overcast. So the answer is kind of?
In a manner of speaking.
So you did.
I still cannot understand you, Nightfall. You said, because I'm speaking quieter, and that was much better, and then you hit your mic, which was loud, and then when you started talking, you were very far away and continuing to go further.
So you did. Okay. The mountain would have cast a shadow because of how far north we are. If the mountain was to the south of it.
Son of a bitch, I'm back. Sorry.
Hi, Sibs. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hi, I need to really figure out what the fuck is house's internet.
So, I believe this is a hunch. I think it's going to be whatever we're looking for. It's going to be a ways down the spine of the world. But I think it's going to be to the southern side of the spine. But that's an area we don't travel to. I've been told in my runs to Clan Bryn to avoid that area. What was the name of those creatures again? What was the name of those creatures again?
The Gallic?
Gallic, yes. G-A-L-L-A-K, Gallic.
I swear, that is a Star Trek ass race name.
Yeah.
These were Gallics. There.
I'm trying to figure out how to work in a galaxy brain pun.
God.
Oh boy.
They are dumb but ruthless. Clan Bryn is one of the only few that are willing to live over that way. I heard good metals over there. If there's no snow, that means it's kept warm by springs. But it's a human tribe, I think. Runyak is right there by me.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to key in on this Runyak, feel free. It's the, what was the name of the tribe again?
The Uthguard Barbarians?
Thank you. It's bit of assholes. Uthguard Barbarians.
I think like Runyak, even if you don't react, and I know you're about to say something, I think when Kelio says Uthguard, like, pointedly, like, Trevar looks up and looks around. Like...
Yeah, Runyak is just a very angry growl.
And...
You are familiar, Runyak.
I wish I weren't. They are the ones who deserve the title of barbarians in the north.
They would be the ones most familiar with the Gallic.
Runyak, make a nature check.
Nature.
There is a small chance. Excuse me. There is a small chance that you have encountered a Gallic. With that roll, you can choose whether or not Runyak has, because they do venture out to hunt.
I think Runyak has not encountered a Gallic, but he has of parties that have been assaulted by a Gallic.
Okay. Then one thing that neither Dawn's vision or Keelio's secondhand stories will tell you is the size of these bastards.
How big are they?
Elephantine?
Lovely.
Ah. So Tors are chest height.
No. They're more or less on equal footing to Tors.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
But they are, yeah, like they're bigger than Trevar, pardon me.
You really want to go assault Gallics?
Unless they are brethren within the mother's eyes, I care not for them.
I'm not sure how much related they are to you, but one thing is for certain. They could snack on Trevar like he was a snack.
I'm sorry, I know this is a serious moment, but snack on Trevar like he's a snack.
I wasn't gonna say anything. Blame Birchmila.
I'm sorry.
Brunyak is not a prim and proper man.
Fair. No, like you talk about like parties that were assaulted by a Galak, like.
Yeah.
An example of a good example of a size comparison between a Galak and a human is Dad of Boy, the like centaur ogres that he fights. That's about the size of a Galak compared to a human.
Criminy.
Yeah.
Chrysler.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
They are Lorg.
We have felt far larger than that, however.
I cannot understand you, Nightfall.
We have fallen much larger than
I
that.
still can't understand you, Nightfall.
What do you mean? What?
Like, whatever you're doing, it doesn't sound like you're using the mic that you think you're using.
It rotated.
There you go.
That'll do it.
We have fallen much larger than that.
I have no doubts about that. I'm just saying there should be some precaution.
I agree. But do we really plan to go there before we reach Brinchender? Or will we travel along the spine to there?
Oof, that's not a good idea.
Whatever route we take, I suggest we get to Brunchenda first.
Traveling the spine of the world is bad news.
For a lot of reasons.
Okay.
And by the spine of the world, I mean the leading edge of the Reghead Glacier, like that area. Basically,
I will say I didn't know that. Keelia would not have suggested that.
Basically, this line. Don't travel that. There's a reason that Runyak came down through the Dale.
Yeah.
Do not walk that line.
It's bullshit incarnate.
Noted. Keelia would know that. I would not.
Let me put it this way. The dire kobolds, they came from there.
Oh.
Because you're mine. Don't fucking walk that line.
So if we head up that way, we might end up seeing like 6 or 7 children.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
It's possible.
Like it would be better to like dilly about in the Icewind Dale, go up through the Reghead Glacier and go this way, than it would be to go through the fucking spine of the world. Like.
Yeah. Okay. So arguably, it would be faster to go back from Bridgender all the way down and around.
It would be faster to turn around right now if you're going in that direction. Like, to be real. I'm just saying, like, if you wanna follow up on this, like, the fastest way would be to be like, okay, humans, good luck in Fire Shear. We left the oven on. Like.
I mean, do we have a time crunch on this, or?
Not that you know of.
Not that we
Because
know of.
we left the oven on kind of implies we're in a rush.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have said pretend to answer a phone call and turn around and go the other way, but that doesn't really work in the setting.
Yes, it does, because Firga has a phone.
fair.
You know what? That's fair.
The fastest way to go back is to go back across the river again, go along the Mirror River, through my clan's territory, and then to Bryn. That is the fastest way there. But that's taking us back past the start of our journey.
Wait, I thought Bryn was up that way, pointing to Bryn Shander.
Hey, no. Clan Bryn. The smiths and makers. Not that maker, not the one we just left. Does your thing know anything about Galax?
You know what? That's a good question. Pops my little friend out.
Scout makes a little wake up chirp, scans around. I don't have the cup with me, sorry. But he goes, "Oh, we've made considerable progress."
Hey, we have.
No, we haven't.
Well,
like Scout is like moving with Firga but hovering in place, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And like turns to look at Kelio, and the little like lens like blinks and shudders a couple times, and goes,
we've made a considerable progress. Who are traveling with, at least. Gesturing to the squishies.
Okay, like spins around a couple times. I presume I was awakened with a purpose in mind.
Hey, do you know anything about a creature called a Gallic?
Accessing.
Are they...
RuneSpeaker Junior Grade Dwemerwood, I can't access the mainframe from here.
Right, forgot about that.
How much can you remember at a time from the mainframe?
Remember?
Store, like, memories?
It gives you a number and a modifier that is meaningless to you.
That
says something about biting things.
Yeah. Hey, no, you don't eat.
Affirmative.
Then why are you talking about biting things?
Oh, it's a kilobyte.
It defines what a kilobyte is. It's meaningless to you.
What is a kilobyte?
I swear to God, stop it.
A kilobyte.
Stop it. Stop it.
There's your name for tonight, Nightfall.
God damn it.
Kilobyte.
Oh.
Well, a single kilobyte isn't all that much, but a total of kilobytes is a lot.
Then you start talking about torbytes.
That's a lot. Pointing to the thing, looking to Firga. Tor can eat a lot.
Cease your inane definition.
At any rate, I'm afraid I don't possess any information on a Gallic. Perhaps a visual representation?
It's like... I think... I don't remember the description you gave. Wait, no! Dawn literally saw it. Go ahead.
A Lionel. There you go. There's your description.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this in my own voice so I can't fuck it up. A centauric creature with a striped lower half,
correct.
But the upper half is more ogre
than humanoid. Yes, correct. Processing. No data available.
Then remember what we told you, because we may encounter them. Not anytime soon, but if we plan to follow up on this, Dawn.
I have to.
She nods.
Yeah. Little red
Trigger
light
race.
blinks a few times on Scout's chassis, and then it says, "Manual log saved.
Appreciate it.
Returning to hibernation mode." Clicks back into the gauntlet.
Yeah, holds him up for it to sit on.
Yep.
There has never been something that I am so willing to chase.
Then we will. But those people in Bryn Shander, they're likely to die if we don't help.
As far as I can tell, you're chasing a stationary target, so you'll catch there. You'll catch up to it eventually.
Aye.
Well, now we have a route for the campaign, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Head up to the Dale. Do Rime of the Frost Maiden stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do a little bit of Storm King's Thunder that's relevant in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Head up to the Wreckhead Glacier.
Would it be faster to go down and through? Okay, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say
Do a couple of side quests relevant to Runyak.
That's what I was gonna say.
Hmm.
Continue on this way to the High Ice. And then from all the way over here, like, circle back around, maybe? Because there's Storm King's Thunder stuff, like, over here as well.
Are you over where?
East side of the map.
Mm.
Does that sound good for you guys?
Oh, yeah.
Because I can start planning that then. Anyway, so back to the scene.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But as for...
are the Galax the things Dark Monster have dealt with, or was that the human tribes? That was the Uthguard Barbarians.
Okay, I just wanted to double check because I wasn't sure.
Make a nature check, and also GALLAK.
Wait, me make a nature check or who?
Yes, you make a nature check.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if you've dealt with the Gallic.
Yeah. We've established that Runyak hasn't, but
Probably
he knows
not.
of them.
Probably not. Because you're from
The Crags.
You're from the Crags. Yeah, that's a bit too far west, I think. Because if you dealt with the Galax, then they would go through Clan Roche's territory.
I mean, if there's a cave there that connects to the Underdark and they, like, survive...
They're not subterranean. They have hooves, homie.
Oh, yeah, they fucked.
That's why the Underdark tends to use spiders. And that's why there's an orcish legend among Dark Driver about the motherfucker who stole a spider.
Anyway. So.
Hi, yes, I killed a spider.
Stole, not killed.
So. You guys continue walking along. Continue your scene if you like, or we can move forward.
I'm voting for moving forward.
Does anybody else have a traveling scene they want to do?
Lash mostly this entire time has just been keeping an eye out for bullshit.
Make a perception check.
Perception. Wrong button, what the fuck?
That's performance, friend.
I hate this fucking
That's
laptop.
persuasion, friend.
Oh my god. God damn it. I need to get my eyes checked, I'm so sorry.
You're fine. There you go.
Oh yeah, I forgot the banner applies to these kind of checks too.
Yeah.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
I would have had a D4 to add to that bullshit nature check.
I mean, do you want an additional question? That would have been good for an additional question. Because you had one left and you were like, I don't have any more questions. Do you want another one?
No, not really.
Okay. So.
I don't know. I don't think it would require a scene, but before I forgot, I was gonna try and ask the humans, like, what's going on up there. Like, yes, we know it's cold and dark, but, like, what's the conditions like?
The one you would want to ask that is Jonah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
like Jonah, like, trades out with a scout before you guys stop, so if you want to have a little scene with Jonah, that's fine with me. So maybe Firga's, like, near the front when Jonah comes back. And, like, you guys have the most rapport with Jonah anyway, so, like, it makes sense.
Hey.
Have I described Jonah to you guys?
You might have, but I'm drawing a blank.
He looks like...
In passing, you have.
Okay. He looks a little bit like human form Shrek, but 20 years younger.
Okay.
Okay.
So he's a stout lad, bigger shoulders than hips by a long road, short brown hair, dressed... He's dressed more like the hobbits leaving the Shire than in heavy winter gear. He's got a short bow with a quiver on his back. He's got a sword on his belt. He's one of the only people with a sword. Yeah, he's basically like you're in with the humans, because he seems the most personable. So yeah, so figure you see him when he's coming back from scouting, like shaking the snow off of his cloak when he gets back into the warmth of the lantern, relative warmth from the lanterns.
Hey, Jonah, you said, alright?
And it looks up. Aye, little father.
Oh, I've been wanting to ask what things are like up there. Like cold and dark, aye, but anything we should be aware of?
Ahead, the road is clear. I was just about to make a report.
No, I mean, all the way up at Bryn Shander. That's where you're coming from, right? Or am I misremembering?
The Dale, not Shander itself, no. Further south.
Ah, I see.
What is things like? 6 months of high cold? Haven't seen the sun. That's fairly typical, but only for a month or two where we're from. 6 is unheard of. It gets colder every day. People are freezing in their beds. And he like recoils, like he's like doesn't like what he's about to say, and he lowers his voice, like gets close to you and Popcorn and lowers his voice. He says, "Oh, disappearing from them."
Wait, what do you mean they're disappearing from?
He like puts a hand over your mouth really quick. He moves his hand. Forgive me, little father. I don't want another berating. We don't.
So yeah,
talk about
I'm gonna
it.
speak regularly because microphone, but
Right.
like she drops down to a whisper.
Right.
What do you mean?
It's the winter. People die. People get caught in a storm. That's understandable. But it's more than that. Despite what we're told to say to outsiders, and by outsiders I mean different families, much less... And he gestures at you. But we know how to deal with the winter. To a degree. And, like, he's aware that he's soft compared to the party.
Soft and underdressed.
Exactly. He says, we know what not to do, you understand? I feel a bit foolish saying that to you, and Wolfwalker, and Dawnbreaking, whatever his name is.
This boy
Breaking Dawn. Or just Dawn for short.
My horse is called Dawn.
Funny coincidence. Hat, hat.
Anyway, we're taught from a young age, don't do this, this, and this. in the harsh winters. Watch for these signs. It, like, makes a gesture, like, you know what I'm saying. And he says, but when strong-minded people are caught, he lowers his voice again, walking out of their houses in the middle of the night in a daze, like they're sleepwalking, and when we catch them, they have no memory of leaving their beds, and we don't always catch them.
Right, that's not a good sign.
No.
Can I recall anything that might be causing this, or... Okay.
It's not, like, yes, hypothermia, but if
but what's causing the sleepwalking?
Exactly. Like, if they're in their house, presumably with a fire lit, they shouldn't be getting hypothermia. Like, no, it doesn't make sense.
Sounds like frost-maiden bullshit.
Yes, you say that to the peasants. See what happens.
No, what Furga says instead is, I think this is an issue for sharper minds than mine. If it's all right with you, I'll let the others know.
Keep your voice down, but I can hardly stop
course.
you.
I wouldn't want to get you in trouble or anything.
Standard Dalian threats, cragcats, kobolds, the odd sea creature. There was that... Never mind.
No. What was it?
A stranger. I thought he was an adventurer bound for Bryn Shander, but there was a look about him. He was a little man, like you and Wolfwalker. A dark beard, dark eyes, muttering something about all going according to plan, and something about a device.
That. I don't suppose it almost looked like he was made of stone, did he?
Nearabouts, dark skin, like, not stone per se, but like he was covered in coal dust, and dark eyes, a dark beard. I couldn't see much of his face. No, that's not entirely right. His eyes were dark, yes, but yellow-ish.
Dark yellow eyes, okay.
He looked like you.
Dorgar?
Different. Do you say that, Irithir?
Well, Irithir's not at the front, but...
I mean, you could be.
I didn't quite catch what you said, Vader.
Dorgar.
Oh.
Your dark dwarves, basically. That's what I was thinking too, but I'm not in this scene, so.
That is a good.
Flash was. Say it.
Do I have to go on, maybe?
A what?
A Dwergar, like, sort of like us, but a right bit nastier.
He certainly wasn't the most friendly sort.
That doesn't sound like Dwok.
Definitely doesn't sound like Dwok.
Yeah.
I appreciate the information.
He nods. Adventurers make their way through every season or so, up to Bryn Shander, there's a business for them up there. Solving the problems of the Dale, so to speak, there's always plenty. You'll probably have your share on the way.
Hey, probably. Oh, before I forget, has anyone took the time to explain how to actually clean the water, or are you still counting on us for that?
Clean the... I thought you just made it out of the air. I mean, the water that you gave us. No one said anything about cleaning it.
Hey, no, it's... Alright, so... out of character, I don't know what the exact process is, but, like, she's just gonna give him the brief explanation.
Boil water.
You take some snow and you boil it, and then you collect it like you're making alcohol, but you save the water.
You boil the absolute fuck out of it.
Yep.
So, also...
Like, literally, like, take water, treat it like brew, he'll understand. Like...
Also, I think you can just boil it. Like, yes, steam comes off of it, but boiling it at sufficiently high temperatures kills bacteria.
True. But you also, lose water that way.
You lose water that way, and also, non-living materials that can be toxic, like lead and stuff.
Yeah.
You just gotta make holy water with it.
Hell.
You boil the hell out of it.
Boil the ungodly fuck out of that water.
Yeah. Collect the snow, treat it like brew. You'll have water in no time.
Treat it like... Oh. I think I understand.
Spirits, if you want to be specific.
Aye. So, we'll need a... Yeah. Like, he's nodding to himself, like, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Might get it wrong a few times, but, well, it's better than nothing. Better than dying.
Hey,
I mean, you could show him by hand, and he'll get even faster.
True.
Yeah, that's true. She does have her brewer supplies.
He knows what brewer supplies are.
Mm.
Like, just show him when you make camp.
Alcohol is their water.
What?
Because alcohol basically is their water because, like, eats clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't alcohol dehydrate you?
Yeah, no, what... in insufficient proofs, yes, but Nightfall is correct in that a lot of people drank beer in the Middle Ages because it was cleaner than water.
Yeah, when it's mostly water and a little bit of booze, it's less likely to get you sick than water.
Yep.
Assuming the water isn't treated.
So do we want to cut to camp?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Perception. I don't know.
Sorry?
Did my perception do anything or no?
No. Which is good.
Oh boy.
So you guys... No, I mean good for you. You didn't notice anything. You rolled an 18 and you didn't notice anything. That's pretty good.
Alright, fair.
Yeah.
So...
the phrase "no news is good news" comes to mind.
Yes. So...
Is this going to be another long rest?
No. So it's going to happen before your long rest, friend.
Okay, noted.
Oh.
So...
I'm tempted to expend another spell slot for, because how far have we traveled?
Not very. You've traveled all day. This caravan traveled about as far as you would get before breakfast, Kilio.
Oof.
Like, it was an exhausting bullshit day. Yeah, that's about right, you guys.
So like 8 miles? 7 miles? Whatever? Yeah.
Out of character. Even Sibs can go farther than that. And I am bad at athletics.
I think Kilio mutters as she gets off of a tree bar. We should have been to Hundlestone by now.
Every human who hears you, aside from Runyak, laughs like you said something funny.
I don't. That shit. Oof.
I'm with you, Wolfwalker.
Don't worry, we can pick up the pace at the crossroads.
So, you guys can see the mountains closing in front of you. They're like a couple miles out still, but like those of you with like dark vision or whatever senses, you can see that like the mountains are closer than they were before.
Okay.
At least it's progress.
The wagons are put into a rough triangle shape. Camp is put up around it with a big fire in the middle. They start getting the food on. And like almost immediately, somebody, like one of the young men shouts like, "Wolves!" And yeah, like everybody like goes to battle stations, and then Silverpelt.
Wait, do they have baskets?
Yeah, Silverpelt comes out first. And like carrying like the basket in her mouth, and then like they realize that it's you.
Running over.
Yeah, and then Orith and Mevu are right behind her, and they each have a basket full of like, how do I put this? Random greenery.
Oh fuck.
Like,
okay.
Like pine needles, like nettles. Like water plants that have thus frozen over, a couple of like berries with the sprig still attached, and most notably, Silverpelt's basket is about half full of mushrooms.
Oh,
interesting.
Oh, mushrooms are good though.
Actually dangerous, but interesting.
Okay.
All are edible. Some of it's edible ones.
Okay. Looking through each basket.
Make a nature check.
Okay.
Does Keelio get the +4?
Keelio does get the +4 if you're nearby and want to give the War Banner bonus.
Probably.
Well, it wouldn't be +4, it would be a +D4.
So +2, realistically.
Okay, so with that, Keelio, looking through these baskets, it's not...
The D4?
Lash rolled it. I already factored it in.
Okay.
Looking through these baskets, if a human or a Goliath in your case, like goes out foraging, they're looking for specific types of plants. Even if they're getting more than one, the baskets tend to be organized. Like you put the like fiddleheads over here, and you put the lavender over here, and like it so you see how much you have.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like, well, let's call it what it is. It looks like a small child went through a field just grabbing plants, imitating the adults, and just throwing them in the basket.
Okay, that's better than nothing.
Almost nothing in here is edible for you.
But what about the horses?
You don't know enough about horses.
Brunyak! Get over here!
Sure.
Alright, make a nature check, Brunyak.
I know jack shit about horses, Brunyak.
Alright, what do we got?
D4, please.
Just saying.
What do I know about these mushrooms? Are like 90% of them poisonous?
Just saying, jack shit is 100% a Goliath turn of phrase.
It really is. Okay, so Runyak, like, yeah, there's some edible stuff in here. There's some juniper, there's some pine. The mushrooms are pretty good, for the most part. You actually could eat some of the mushrooms, but not all of them, and they look similar, and it's dark. But there's also, like, just random-ass plants in here that some of it would drop a horse if you just gave them the basket wholesale.
Mm-hmm.
And none of it's organized. Like, it's all, like, bundled together and frozen.
Well, but even if you can identify at least one of them, the wolfers can probably lead us back there to get more of it.
Right.
Assuming there is more of it.
Well, a good portion of this is edible for the animals. The mushrooms should be good enough for us, some of them at least. I wouldn't give all of this greenery to the horses, though. Too much of one of these could drop it.
Ugh. Help me sort through it.
Sure.
That will take you a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially because a lot of it is frozen. Because it got wolf spit on it that then froze together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we take it to the heat of the fire, or the heat of the dawn sword, then that should
True.
help.
Yeah.
True. But it's still going to take you a while to sort through it.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the meantime, Firga's showing Jonah how to boil water.
Mhm.
Irithyr, Dawn, and Lash, what are you doing?
Lash is primarily keeping an eye out. If she's asked to, she'll help lift things. Help set stuff up. Just mostly keeping an eye out, though.
Okay. I would say this, Keelio, all three of the wolves are tired.
Yeah, she'll let them go and rest. They probably find one of the fires, and that fire is just them.
Yeah, probably.
Because nobody wants to sit next to the wolves.
Cowards!
So
They're soft folk. They're just claiming our fire for us.
Dawn, Irithyr, and Lash, what are you doing?
As mentioned, Lash is probably setting stuff up.
Yep.
Or just around someone else.
Using
Helmet
a little
up.
bit of
Go ahead, Games.
using a little bit of magic to try and get these people a head start on their rations and stuff.
What?
How many people are in this caravan total?
30. Well, 31 now.
Okay. So 2 casts of create food and water.
Yep.
Oh wait, you really can pull it out of thin air.
Mm-hmm. 2 casts gives me enough for 30 people.
Okay.
Um.
We have to choose food or water.
Well, yeah, I'm going for food.
Okay.
Since we already have the water covered.
So you basically make gruel. I hate create food. I hate that spell. Like, not because it's like overpowered or anything, it's just it specifically says that it gives you a nourishing paste that tastes like shit. Like, I hate it.
Yeah, it's like...
Well, it's
edible, but you...
It says
it's
the food
edible cardboard. It's mushed cardboard.
Yes.
It says the food is bland but nourishing. Doesn't have to be paste.
Well, no, it's gruel, basically.
You could have a
Where's Prusty when you need it?
Right?
It look like amazing fucking food. It's gonna taste awful.
Like, don't get me wrong. I fully support create food. I fully support feeding these guys. I fully support the spell. Just Kit, on a personal level, I hate that spell.
Because food is the best thing.
Correct.
There's absolutely a wizard who's modified the spell more than once.
Yes, her name's Caprizi.
This isn't food, this is nutrition. It is not food.
Exactly. It's not food, it's nutrition. That's a good way to say it. What were you going to say, Vader?
I was gonna cast Identify on Dawn's thing if you wanted me to still.
Yeah, totally.
Sorry, I went and got another piece of pizza and I almost choked on it.
Oh, careful. So if you want to cast Identify on it, you will learn that this is it is part of a seal. It is part of a seal over a portal. Be that okay, let me be clear. Bear with me because what I'm about to say is going to be confusing. It is a seal over a portal that is itself magical and, yes, translocatory, but not necessarily a teleportation portal.
Okay.
It is,
a planar
it doesn't
door?
appear...
Yeah, my thought was planar door.
Basically, maybe. It does not appear to...
Skip. Sorry. hop, a skip, and a planar jaunt later.
It does not appear to be particularly malignant or benign, one way or the other. It doesn't have any power unto itself, and it doesn't seem like it was broken with a purpose, just that it was broken. It does not have any magical abilities itself, but the runes are, or the magic on it is both divination and now with a higher, like with identify, it's divination mostly, and then a little bit of conjuration. And again, it is a seal of some description. Like, it's not just like, these runes facilitate planar travel. Like, it is a seal. It's a ward.
Curious.
I think Don's just like watching him as he does it.
Did you say you had some sort of vision when you attuned to this?
I did.
One other thing right here. Casting Identify, the rune is Terran.
Wait.
As in the language?
Yes.
Wait, that's primordial. I know that.
No, it's not primordial.
Wait, Terran?
Terran is a dialect of primordial.
But it's not the same thing.
If you speak primordial, you have a rudimentary understanding of
spoken. Like, yes. Just because you can read Japanese words in Abramic script does not mean you can read hiragana.
Fair.
Let alone kanji.
Right, exactly.
It says a lot that I don't know what any of that means.
Alright, Romanji is writing Japanese, but with English letters. Hiragana is one writing system, and then kanji is all the symbols they borrowed from Chinese.
Abramic script is the alphabet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
No problem.
When I say that's a lot of things that I don't know, I'm not trying to be like aggressive about that either. I apologize if it comes off like that.
Not at all. I would prefer it if you say, hang on, back up, I don't understand that, but it's not aggressive. I wouldn't say it's offensive in any way.
My mind goes, haha, things I don't know.
And now you know.
And now you know. So, like, yes, okay, Don speaks primordial. Cool. He could probably sound out Terran if it was written in a script that he knows.
But this is a new kind of Terran for him.
Correct. You were going to say, Vader?
It's a seal, or part of one.
A conduit of some sort.
The rune on it. Runes plural?
Rune singular.
Yeah, okay. The rune on it is Terran. Contains mostly divination with a hint of conjuration. Does it shed any light on your vision?
In a way. It does leave me curious. If it is part of a seal, does it seal things in, or does it seal things out?
Yes.
I mean, Birchmila is literally correct. But...
Sorry, I don't fully know.
In this, yeah, I was gonna say, in the spirit of your question. Impossible to tell.
I think he just like.
Music, by the way.
Sorry, go ahead, Vader.
Sorry. It seals some sort of gate or transport. It's difficult to say.
With this information, I'm comfortable believing that this is not the rune stone. But it is certainly a step towards it. And he's just looking at it like that sort of look that characters always give something when it's like
important.
Yeah, like
Boromir staring at the ring.
It. Yeah, this is it. This is it. This is my ticket.
Make a perception check, Dawn. Okay.
Am I within range? Am I within range to get that banner?
You can if you want to be. I assume everyone at camp is.
Fair. Give me 1 second.
Of course.
Thank you. Oh, fuck yeah.
Careful. Okay. So...
Oh. I'm sorry, did that come over my mic?
Yes, it did.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries. So, Lash gave you a 4.
Yeah.
It is not this item. Let me be clear.
Okay.
But I think as Dawn is looking at the stone, I think we see flashes of the stone that Dawn is carrying. We see like the banners of the Hallow Stone at camp. We see a stone in a glacier on the Sea of Moving Ice that has been carved with this symbol on it, and the Tours like sitting around it, all just like Vietnam flashbacks, like as Dawn is looking at the stone. And I think we hear like the voice of a Tour, and you can tell me if you think it's Second Torch, Sprouting Earth, or Beckoning Fire. But we hear a Tour say, it is our duty.
I think it'd be Beckoning Fire.
Okay, totally. So yeah, Dawn, like you have this information. What do you want to do with it?
It's a matter of like what do I do with this kind of information?
Right. I will say it again because it is really, really important, and I don't want you to miss this. The stone that you have is smaller than the hole in the door that you saw.
Right.
Didn't Jonah have several?
Wait.
No, Jonah just had the one.
Wait, you said...
He said he had 5 more.
No, he didn't.
You said that last session.
No, they just had the one.
They just had the one, homie. They have a bunch of baskets. He only had the one stone.
No, I'm 90% sure you said he had more, but...
No.
No.
I'm almost certain he didn't.
Why?
But I'm sorry, Fox. Small backup for a second.
Yep.
You said that in that little thing where it was like it is our duty. They had a stone, but it wasn't this one.
Correct.
Is it?
It wasn't glowing. None of the ones in your vision are glowing.
But this one is.
Let me back that up because I said some confusing language. None of the one in Dawn's memories of his people are glowing.
Okay.
This one is glowing. The runes that you saw on the door are glowing.
Gotcha.
There you go. Sorry, I know that was a little confusing.
Yeah. So this one is either a way to find the bigger piece, or this one was broken into a smaller piece. Okay. We have a map, right? Of the north?
Mm-hmm. Runyak has it, I think.
Yeah.
Runyak.
Excuse me.
Oh, golly. Explodey fox.
Oh, am I?
Fleshy.
No, like...
No, your nose exploded.
Yeah, my nose exploded.
The fox went boom. He sneezed.
Sorry.
Runyak.
Hmm?
May I borrow a map?
Sure. Holds out the scroll case.
Yoink.
Okay.
Gonna go try to find Jonah? Was that his name?
Jonah's the young man, yes.
Gonna go find him.
Do I have...
Is he still chilling with Firga?
Sorry, real quick. Do I have a map of the Dale yet, Cookie?
I believe you should have one.
Gracie was doing all the maps, I believe.
I don't think I saw one for the Dale altogether, but I can double check.
Okay, I was just gonna bring up a map. I think actually the towns are randomly generated. I think that's why.
I was gonna say, unless you decided definitively where they are, you're not gonna find them all in...
Okay, I was gonna bring up a map of the Dale for you, but I don't have one. So okay, yeah. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, go over to Jonah.
Jonah's with Firga, so yeah.
Jonah.
Hey, Don.
He looks up from the still that he's working on. He nods.
I require your assistance.
Excuse me. I don't suppose I'm much help to you for anything, but all right. Firga said that you and my horse have the same name. No, he would have said Little Mother Firga is what he would have said. My bad.
My name is Breaking Dawn.
My horse is called Dawn. Anyway, what do you need?
He unfurls the map.
And he looks at it, looks back at you.
Where did you find the stone?
I didn't find it on a piece of paper, that's for sure.
This is a map, boy.
I'll have to take your word for it.
Do you not know how to read maps?
Shakes his head. Where's home?
Where? What was their home?
He said he was from the Dale. He never told you where. Because I haven't decided which town he's from.
So...
it might be wise to point out, well, here's Bryn Shander, here's Huddlestone, rather, etc.
Right.
Here's Ironmaster.
I think Dawn, scans the map as, this here. This is Bryn Shander.
Okay. We're below Bryn Shander. Is that, drags his finger down? That's this way, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I think he, he goes, all the way down? Down to here? And he goes, is this the... Is this the sea? The
Yeah.
Sea of Moving Ice?
The Sea of Moving Ice is west?
West, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It is west of the Brinshanda.
Then it's... and he, like, squints at the map. Probably about here?
Hmm.
There's a river that cuts through the dale. I was out on it and saw this in the water.
I see. Was there anything else in the water of note at the time?
Yeah. But you're not going to like it.
What was it, boy?
Like, looks over his shoulder. I'll get it. Don't tell Pa I showed you. And goes over to one of the carriages and climbs on, like, goes through what's obviously, like, his stuff. He pulls out a cloth-wrapped bundle, and comes back over to you, and he unrolls it, and it's two, horns with iron caps on the ends.
Concerned look to Dawn.
His mouth
they
is
are
like
corroded to hell.
Mouth is open slightly. Probably the first time these folks are noticing Dawn probably has carnivorous teeth.
Yep, probably.
No, God.
Oh dear.
May I?
They're no use to me. I thought maybe I could sell them for a pint. Meaning no offense, of course.
Are you alright, Dawn?
Dawn, you look a little...
I think he honestly does.
He looks sick?
Like... Okay, this is a weird question. I recognize...
Okay, I want to clarify one thing. I said they're corroded to fuck. The steel caps are not the only thing corroded to fuck. Like, the horns are, like, weathered, cracked, salt-crusted. Like, they've been in the sea for a while.
Right. I was gonna say, but from, like, shape...
There's only one tribe that puts steel caps on their horns, dude.
Right. Iron Horn.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Correct.
Almost like it's in the fucking name!
I don't know any particular Iron Horns. Do I?
Yeah, you do. Far Mountain.
Well,
the fuck?
I'd say I was gonna ask, like, could I recognize these horns based on shape?
Impossible. No. They're not distinctive enough, and they're too damaged. They're also, like, old. Like, if you didn't know they were tor horns, you might mistake them for, like, whalebone or driftwood.
You were going to sell this, boy.
Bit of sea metal. Aye. Get a few copper for it, have a pint.
It's no sea metal.
I see that now.
It's iron horn steel. It's made and shaped to fit their horns and make them a force to be reckoned with.
Okay, I see the confusion. It's the entire horn.
Yeah.
Like, it is not just the caps. Like, the caps are there, but like...
When he said sea metal, I thought he was referring to that part.
He was, but they're... just to be clear, you're not holding two metal studs. You're holding, like, somebody took a cow skull and removed the two horns. You're holding those.
Aye.
Like, they're big.
I was about to...
You've got the filling with the teeth still attached to it.
Correct.
I was about to expound in that direction.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's like, to become a force to be reckoned with, and for that matter, These are the entire horns. He, like, looks in the general direction of the sea.
Yeah, totally. So you want them, then?
If you don't mind.
I mean, I'd like a pint, but no, it's fine.
I can give you a pint here and now.
I think Kilio gets up and overseeing like the horns and hearing this conversation.
You're sorting verge, dude.
I thought we were all nearby each other.
I mean, you can be, but like, just because you're near the fire doesn't mean you're all together. It's a big ass bonfire.
And even so, you might not be paying attention to it.
If you want to be involved, you can. I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, but.
Sorry. He's having like a hard time finding his words.
I think when Firga's like, I'll give you a pint, like, he brightens, like, the brightest you've seen him. And he looks at you, he's like, Dwarven brew?
Oh, it's more than that. Flips open the little hatch on the shield.
It's not a hatch. It is literally, you reach into the shield like a magic mirror, and you pull your hand back out and you're holding a pint.
Ah!
Yeah.
Even better, because that's even cooler.
He's just dumbfoundedly staring at you.
I realize that's a bit strange, but considering what you've learned of us, are you really that surprised?
He, like, takes the pint from you. I wouldn't be surprised if I felt stronger after drinking this. Takes a pull. Stares at it for a second, looks back at you.
Cheeky ass grin.
He turns to shout something, stops. Can you do that for everyone?
No, I've only got 4 of those in a day.
Like, holds the half full pint back out to you.
Finish that one first, at least.
No, like he's giving it back.
Ah! Well, you don't want it.
You've only got 4.
4 a day, boy.
I might not know all my numbers, but there's more than 4 of you.
Chances are low we'll need any by the day is done.
He looks at the pint.
Oh, we've got them in day and stuff too. It just seems like you're on. You've been having such a rough time. You could use a little pick me up.
Takes another pull from the mug, like finishes it. The like mug dissolves. He says, it has been a rough few weeks.
Fair trade, boy.
Yeah.
I have an offer.
Like, you say fair trade, and he was like, yeah, no, that'll do. And then, like, you have an offer. And you see him almost say, for what? And then he just nods quickly.
I assume learning to read a map won't do you much good, because I assume you don't have one.
He shakes his head. Follow the road.
Potions, then.
Potions?
They're not strong, but I can teach you how to make one.
It's cunning craft.
Not particularly complex, as long as you pay attention to your teacher.
Alright.
Probably, like, starts hunkering down with his kit.
As soon as you pull out the honey, he whistles appreciatively. If it's all the same to you, I'll take the pint as payment. I'd never be allowed to use honey for something like that.
It's much more valuable than food, boy.
Try explaining that to my pa.
A potion can be used to bring someone back from the very brink of death.
Hey, it's a good thing to have on hand just in case. You never know what you'll find out here.
You see him like rub the back of his head, like, I don't believe you, and even if I did, I can't do anything about it. Like, do you know how much that's worth?
This?
Like,
he
lifts the jar of honey, yeah.
I paid like 2 gold for it.
Yeah, he's like,
yeah, two gold.
You could trade that for a piece of land.
You're kidding.
He shakes his head.
I wish he was.
Deep sigh.
The concept of owning land is also weird to you, Don.
It is like, first of all, what? Second of all,
like, how do you break off a piece of land? It's
exactly.
all one big thing.
First of all, how do you own land? You cannot simply create more land and lay claim to it.
No, you talk to the barrister, you sign the documents, they...
Barrister?
Oh... You know, a lawman.
Hmm.
And then they mark off the boundaries and you pay for it, and that's your land.
A lesson in cultures, boy. We Tor do not own land. I myself am a member of Hollowstone. I believe that we belong to the land itself.
Alright. Let me try again. That jar there, let's say 4 horses?
I think he's just like twisting it in his hand, because the jars came separately, so I've only got 1 pound in my hand.
Yep. So I can't... If you gave that to me, first of all, my pa would probably raw my hands for stealing, and then if I had it, there's no way I'd be able to use it for cunning craft. It's too valuable.
Right then.
Let me see if I can explain it this way. Imagine the honey is a tree, or some unworked leather. If you could think of the potion as being a nice chair or a fresh suit of armor. All the more valuable, albeit difficult to make. Not even that difficult if what Don says is correct.
He gives you a look like, sure. Sure it is.
I think Don's like rubbing the bridge of his nose, like this is the most asinine thing he's ever heard.
Right?
You humans have such asinine constructs.
What's better, owning 4 horses or living another day?
Hi.
You get mixed shouts from the humans who overhear you. Like, some of them are shouting like 4 horses. A couple of them are like, are you kidding? My life's worthless, but 4 horses can feed my family for a while. And then like other humans are like, I want to live. And then when somebody says I want to live, somebody who didn't hear goes, are we under attack? Are they going to kill us? Savage outsiders.
No attack.
Oh my god.
Anyone who says Anyone who says the four horses, Lash gives a look under her helmet, just eyes that go, motherfucker, what?
Ugh, maybe I should have accepted that drink.
Right then, boy. He like holds out the jar to the kid.
He steps back like it's a snake. I couldn't.
I have another, and then I have more in this. And he like pats the sack of stasis.
Narrows his eyes. I think he doesn't move closer to you. He turns his head. He says, "Pa, the outsiders have honey." And the dad comes over. Yes, exactly. He's like, "What did I tell you about like saying such thing?" And then he sees the jar in Dawn's hand, and his mouth just falls open. Like,
hey, I'll take that drink you offered.
I tried to teach him how to use it to make potions that can save lives, but he said you would tan his hide for trying to use it for something that, like, air quotes, valuable.
aye, better to have something you understand than some fool wizardcraft.
It's not wizardcraft. It's medicine.
Wizardcraft.
I think you get this look on his face, like, would it be so bad to just fight one human?
Jonah is standing behind him like, you see what I deal with?
Very, very quietly, as quiet as a Tor can be.
You're right.
Your father is not very smart.
Smart enough for your mother.
I do not know my mother.
I think it would be more in character and funnier if Don said, "What's a mother?"
Probably. What is a mother?
You mean the Earth?
Just dumbfounded stare.
The only mother I have ever known is the Earth.
Right. You say you want to trade that? Like gesturing at the jar. Alright, let me think. Give me the boy for it.
He like holds out the horns. I'll be taking
Hey, I'm sorry, did he just offer his kid for it?
Yes, he did.
I'm tempted to take that to save this child from that bullshit.
Put that honey away.
Hey kid, want to save the world?
You're right.
Like, there's rules for followers, right?
There absolutely are.
Get it done.
Tell you what, if you got another one, I'll give you hand over Maggie and the brat.
He raises his hand and clenches it loud enough for the knuckles to crack.
Yeah, even Firga looks horrified, like, what the fuck, dude?
Lash snorts at the cracking of Dawn's knuckles and just, like, cracks her back, like, does the upper body twist, like, oh, please tell me.
First time I thought he was joking. Second time, wait, what?
I think Ilio stands up from her kneeling position, which isn't a lot because she's a halfling.
Right, yeah.
If you ever offer a life in trade again, I will find you.
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
I'm the warbander because Lash fucking came over at this.
I will find you.
The barbarians.
I will find you and return you to the mother, and she will show you such darkness your soul will never be able to be raised by any magics.
So, cool. Champions.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're now surrounded by about 18 humans pulling out axes and knives. I think that's going to be the last shot of the episode.
Fuck these people, let's go.
Dawn today has decided he is an avid enemy of slavery and selling people.
I mean, I would not say slavery in this specific regard, but I do get your point. This is more akin to like giving your firstborn to the witch. which I would not say is slavery, personally.
We all know how well that goes.
I'm not saying it's a good thing by any means, but I would say it's a separate animal from slavery, specifically.
Yeah.
We just need to fucking bop this. John just needs to bop this man across the head, and then everyone.
Let me be absolutely clear. You succeeded in intimidating the dad, but humans are gonna human.
Long as my point's been made.
Yeah, your point's been made. I can't promise this is not gonna end in blood, though. We want to do a shout out?
Whatever blood it ends in, it's gonna be non-lethal.
For them, maybe. Excuse me. Let's do some shout outs, shall we? Gamzelis, start us off.
Oh, fuck. You said me.
I did say you. Gamzelis, the hero bard, give us a shout out, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, as always, I'm Guy Gamzelis, the hero bard, the teller of tales that need be told, and the teller offer of assholes.
Yes, good. Listen.
If ever.
I will say this. I will interrupt you briefly to say this. I am all for absolute garbage people in tabletop games, with the sole caveat of they cannot be redeemed and they exist for the party to punch.
Bitchin'!
I am half tempted to take that deal and take Jonah away from this bullshit.
I mean, you can. That's why I offered it. Anyway, go on.
Yeah. If ever I'm needed, you can always find me in DMs, in Discord, or on Twitter at the Homestuck Homie. And until next we meet, have a fantastic rest of your night.
Sibs?
Hi there. Can I be heard?
Yes.
Yep, absolutely.
Sorry about the technical difficulty throughout the night. I'm gonna see what I can figure out with what the hell's happening lately. Anyways, hi. My name is Sibs143. I am in no particular order an admin, a artist, and a stagehand for Kids Discord and Twitch. You can find me either lurking in Twitch chat or in Discord, but yeah, I'm gonna be a little frazzled for the next day or so because my final exam is coming up and I tend to not do well on my history of art exams. So if you need me, feel free to message me, but there's no guarantee I will get back immediately, but soon. TM. Soon.
Cool. Birchmila, give us a shout out, please.
Hey, I'm Birchmila, aka Gracie. I do art and things, I play Minecraft, I make a nuisance of myself, and I also love tabletops. So if you like any of those things, give me a poke.
Hey, Gracie.
Yes?
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Night 5, the Kitsune, give us a shout out, please.
Heck. Women should be dying.
They will not die. Hopefully.
Like I said, Dawn will just sit on the guy and he'll call uncle.
I cannot guarantee anything. I am a focus today. I do stuff and things, button pushing, the like. If you like what I did here, I also play Pierce on Percival Averill, the Conjuration Wizard, on Sunday nights. Hopefully we'll do something this weekend.
Here's hoping. Cookie, give us a shout out, please.
Hey, what up? I'm Cookie, also known as the Extinct Bacon on just about every. I love a lot of things D&D tabletop, and if you, my DMs are always open. Otherwise, you'll find me lurking in the stream or in the shrine, and hopefully, we'll get some nice click-clack math rocks in production.
Yay, math rocks! Vader, if you feel up to it, give us a shout out, please.
Hello, everyone. I am the Journeyman Vader. I am a moderator on Kit's Discord and Twitch, and a streamer on Twitch myself. You can find me over on Kit's Discord, on Twitch at twitch.tv/JourneymanVader, and on Twitter at VaderSidious.
Hope you feel better soon, Vader.
Yeah, me too.
For my part, as ever, I am the sharp-eyed Kitsune, the teller of tales and the weaver of mysteries, the masked bard. This is a channel that is devoted to lore and storytelling, world-building, role-playing, and discussions of those things. So if that's to your fancy, you're in excellent company here, and I do hope that you enjoyed your time with us. I stream every single day that my health permits me to do so, and we're rolling with advantage in 2021 and beyond, which is 2 chances I got to give and stream. Tomorrow is traditionally my day off for the sake of the aforementioned health, but I'll be back on Saturdays, or this Saturday, I should say, with the return of Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales in the afternoon, and we'll see where the evening takes us. For more tabletop goodness, I'll be back on Sunday with the return of Dice-Icive Action Tales of the Nightlight, a D&D 5th edition collection of short stories bridging the gap between 2 full-length campaigns, or rather 2 full-length modules that we hope to be campaigns. One, Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and the other, Tyranny of Dragons, which is coming up soon, Stop by if you like tabletop role-playing games, or if you don't know if you like tabletop role-playing games, we'd love to have you. For now, I need to close the book on today, but as always, I want to leave you with these parting words. From myself, my keepers, and those joining me on the stage this evening, to all of you, the regulars, the followers, the newcomers, and the lurkers, whether you're just having a seat by the fire or you've got a running tab at the bar, remember, there's always more stories to tell. And hopefully, I'll see you all next time as we heed the voices of the mountain with a new chapter. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and hope to see you again soon.